Interesting.
Did you see the, while you're there, did you see over in Lucas Stadium where you could get your face put on a mini?
I did. I didn't get a chance
ordered
to wanted
6.
to do it. Did you really?
Yes,
I wanted to so bad.
I got like 6 different
mine.
minis.
Oh, I wanted to. I'm jealous. I really wanted to do it.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna have like a paladin, a wizard, a rogue.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you have finished leveling up, and you are now, I mean, the Dragon Turtle's dead body is there. I mean, it's beginning to sink down to the bottom. It's probably already sunk. Some of you guys were going around trying to find treasure. I think you found something about the ship.
From the other ship that was destroyed.
How large?
I want to harvest salvageable parts off this dragon.
I was say, how large
Did
is
somebody
the head
already
of
do
it?
that to some extent?
No.
That sounds familiar.
We tried to do it on the...
He did it on, I mean, a few sessions ago, I think he did it on some, like, demons and took their claws and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we had a chance to do
Yeah,
it.
the only thing we did was we looted the other ship that it
I think
destroyed.
we talked about doing it, but we had to get back to the ship or something. It was.
Can we tow the dragon? Do we have enough rope? I'm going to ask the captain. You know, let's guesstimate. Here's the size of the dragon turtle.
Yeah.
Could we, like, put ropes around its legs and tow it along with us? Yes, it's going to slow us down. I get that. But a dragon turtle carcass to, like, say, the School of Wizardry, the Bard's College, anything like that, is going to be worth some hellacious money.
Not to mention, it could help us with scrying to find its treasure.
Well, you know, shh. I don't want him to think it's all about money. Wait, this is really fucking... Yeah,
Right,
it's all about money.
So the captain kind of looks it over and he sees that the dragon turtle has kind of rolled onto its back and is mostly floating on its shell, which is displacing enough water anyway. And he kind of looks it over and he's like, "This shouldn't be a problem. And it'll be slow going.
Whatever.
But we can definitely haul it in." And when you you guys are talking about the money wizard's tower and stuff, he begins like his eyes go wide and he begins surreptitiously looking over his damaged ship.
We will give you 1% of whatever they give us.
Hook the damn ropes up!
1% is huge. That's a huge amount of money.
He-
That's
he-
great. It's a good idea.
He is now on a tyrant rage
It's a huge
with
amount
his
of
crew
money.
members to hook the ropes up to the dragon turtle's body and to get it hauling.
Plus, wasn't it part of our deal that when we gave you all this gold that you were going to buy a proper ship for us?
Yes.
I can guarantee you, you'll have the best ship on these here waters.
You can say that.
Alright,
He'll work. He'll
well,
work.
while they're doing that, do you want to do your
I do want
thing?
to,
He won't yet. We gotta wait till it launches.
when we get back to shore,
That's
I
what I
want
asked.
to harvest
Because I
enough
definitely think it's
shell
a
up
good idea, but
to make
we
a
gotta
suit of
long
plate
rest
armor on
first
the
so we
dragon
get the
turtle.
spell. If we don't get the spell till we officially level, you know.
And there's absolutely no benefits other than it's going to look cool as shit.
Yeah, once we have a long rest.
Because once, if you've ever looked at a turtle shell in real life, if you ever cleaned it up, fucking gorgeous.
Okay. Alright, so what you're saying when you get back to Waterdeep
Yeah.
to harvest?
Can't do it right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's probably good.
Okay, so are you guys going back to Waterdeep then?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
We got dragon turtle to sell. And then we got to scry its...
Well, and I think this will... So we know that people have been afraid to go this way because of shipwreck. So this will be proof that we've taken down the monster.
The Sword Coast Guard
Sword
is
Coast Guard.
returning victorious. And we'll put Nigel's ass to work singing about it when we get to town. He's not the leader right now.
Around this time, Nigel pulls out one of his books and he starts reading.
I want to pretend to drunkenly
By the
splash
way,
my ale onto his book.
I was gonna reward you with inspiration for role playing last time too, but you already had one. But just good job. Eleanor got one too, but he's not here today. Okay, so you guys begin traveling. It's gonna take you. You're gonna, it'll take a couple days to get back to Waterdeep from where you are.
So during the couple days, seriously, I'm going to like pay random crew members to accidentally and on purpose every time I see Nigel reading a book to stumble into him, spill their grog or whatever on his book.
I'm going to, the first opportunity we get when we start sailing, I'm going to take a short rest and use hit dice.
We should be able to take a long rest by the time we get back.
Sure, but I'm just saying,
Just
as soon as we start,
Yeah.
I want to start by taking a short rest and using hit dice.
Alright, so
Because I'm at 8 points, and,
Yeah.
I can, just on that, because he is so wounded, I will drop my 40 points of lay on hands on him. To bring him
So
up.
the party leader will mark where you guys are currently at. So this is roughly where you are.
Because I don't know if you guys remember, but I was tanking the dragon turtle.
Yep.
Although then I ran away.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you're about 1, 2, 3 days away, but that's by land, so it's a day and a half by sea.
Even pulling the dragon turtle?
Oh no, it's gonna be like half speed or something.
So about 3 days.
Yeah,
3
so
days.
he's like 3 days
Sure.
to get there.
That's fine.
Now you said you wanted to do what? I heard hit dice or something.
Yeah, just like the first thing is we like, all right, let's go back to Waterdeep. Everything's tied up for everyone.
Immediately after the battle,
Short
I drop
rest.
cure wounds.
Just a short rest to use hit die.
Okay.
To gain health with hit die.
Okay, yeah. As time goes by, if you guys want to spend hit dice or
What is
cast some
he?
spells, you can go ahead and do so.
Okay.
17, 11, 13. And is anyone else going to be using hit die? Doesn't matter. Nigel will do it anyways. Nigel is going to play his Song of Rest. I think you get like a D8, extra D8 if you use hit die.
You want to do that once per long rest or something?
I don't know. I just know he does it whenever we take a short rest. And playing Nigel, I gotta do what Nigel would do. I don't actually even do it.
Are we, if we're gonna be here 3 days, we just take a long rest, right?
Sure, I'm just.
So, well,
every
we-
time we take a long rest, though, we roll
Something
for
happens.
battle or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, fair
So,
enough.
You are taking a short rest. Okay, roll a d12.
Sorry I mentioned it, I'm sorry.
I know.
My fault.
Good job.
Sorry.
1.
So
Finish your short rest.
during the first day,
So,
I actually want to,
Alright,
because
this is the mechanic don't remember
I
how
know
works.
that to preserve
Nice
things, especially with aquatic creatures and fish,
can
you have to
roll-
bleed them.
So whatever your
Otherwise, the blood sits
whatever
in
your
there.
primary, like whatever you roll.
I mean, this is if you've ever done any fishing, you know this. You bleed them.
Get
So
one
I'm
per
going to take a
level you are,
rowboat
so
over
you
to the
roll
turtle.
12,
I don't know how far back we're
so,
pulling it.
You roll it. You
And
add
I'm going to tie
that
the
plus your
boat off so it
constitution,
doesn't
you heal
go
that much.
willy-nilly.
Okay, and then you.
And I'm gonna hop on the dragon
then you
turtle. I
spend
wanna,
them, right?
Yeah, you
So when-
spend them, and
What's
then you
your-
get
what-
half
what-
back
what class are you?
every long rest.
A warlock paladin.
what's your
So if
survival?
we're
Are you
3
proficient in
days, you get all that. And you
survival or
get half
nature or
of
anything
one
like
of
this?
Okay.
Or what? Nature?
Survival or nature?
Nature, not survival, but nature.
You are proficient in
Yes.
nature. Okay.
So, I want to get up there, and basically I'm gonna find a spot to let its blood out. You know, maybe a carotid artery or whatever would pass from that,
Okay.
just so the blood can leave the cavity. Yes, I know it's gonna run the risk of attracting things towards us, but leaving the blood in the cavity is going to increase damaging internal components that wizards may or may not want.
Okay.
Along that line.
What if the blood is precious to wizards?
Ooh, we should
We'll
vial
save-
some.
we'll
Do we have
save
any
some.
vials?
Blood?
We'll
Yeah,
save it. I'm not just going to dump it in the water. I mean, they've got empty casks on the barrel, on the ship.
Nigel's got to have vials.
I'm not worried about just the vials.
Casks, dude.
Casks. He probably got casks on him.
Does the captain, I'll ask him, do you have
Oh,
any
yeah.
empty water casks? He's been at sea for a few days.
He tells you that most of them are empty because he doesn't have any money to fill them.
Fine. We're going to fill them with the dragon's blood. I'm going to requisition, 3-4 of his crew members to shuttle them back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, at the promise of the gold they're going to get from this, they're definitely eager to help you. Now, so you, being proficient in nature and stuff, you're familiar with this.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but this isn't necessarily something you're skilled at, because this is a survival check
No, I get
to actually pull this stuff out. Okay?
Right. So it'll just be a straight roll.
Right.
But I'll take my chances.
I think he's proficient.
It's a druid.
Oh, I keep
Yeah.
forgetting the druid. I'll talk to you in Sylvan, explain to you what I want to
Okay.
do. We want to try to preserve the body as much as possible, excise the blood out into the caskets, or into the casks onto the ship for transport. And then I also want to go into the stomach and see, because I know that some creatures hide stuff in their stomach. And we can get to the stomach from the belly of the shell.
Ah,
And
I've been there.
I speak Sylvan, so he can understand everything.
I've been there.
Good!
It's gross.
Yeah.
He's the one who killed him.
Curl up to the stomach.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so
All
then
right.
let's have. So you're gonna try to help him?
I am. I'm
get
proficient in
this
survival.
blood out?
I will help him. He's more proficient than I am, obviously.
Right. So advantage on the survival check.
So. 26.
26. Okay. And then you guys spend about an hour getting this set up, and siphoning blood out and getting it ready to go. Give me another 1 advantage.
Oh, did our proficiency bonus go up at 12?
Only if you're a pure class.
Proficiency is
Proficiency bonus isn't.
It still doesn't. I think it still doesn't. It's 13. I think 4 does.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it does not.
Yeah, you're right. It's 13 when it goes up.
Okay.
That is a 21.
21. Okay.
I think.
One more, please.
That is a 20.
A 20. All right. So with the help of the druid, you guys manage to siphon out 6 casks of dragon turtle blood.
Woohoo!
Is someone marking it?
Give me the loot sheet and I'll write it down.
Yeah, the party loot is probably.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is
Prestidigitation.
yeah, is that a cantrip?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that a cantrip I can learn? My new cantrip?
On a sorcerer class list, I'm pretty sure that would be on sorcerer. It might not be.
I'm also going to keep a couple vials for myself, just, you never know. I'm a warlock.
Who the heck is that? Nothing. Just,
And then what about getting into the stomach to see if he's got anything in the stomach?
Ha.
Yeah, you guys go into his stomach and stuff. I mean, there are like some bones and things, partially digested fish down there, but there's nothing of like magical value, coins or anything like that.
Okay. Maybe a last meal that he ate,
Yeah, it's his last meal.
I'm gonna constantly, as we're traveling, keep casting prestidigitation to help clean up the ship.
To clean up the ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it presentable of the Sword Coast Guard.
All right.
And Nigel will do it too. Nigel has prestidigitation.
Is that the
Both
cantrip
of
you
us.
took then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Why
So you
not?
guys are both prestidigitating the ship up.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are traveling along. The first day is coming to a close as you travel along. We got a couple watches, so give me a d12 for the first watch,
10.
and for the second watch.
2.
All right. The day passes uneventfully. So you are on your second day of journey back toward Waterdeep with the dragon turtle in tow. Anything in particular you guys want to do this?
How is the
day?
ship looking with all this press?
I mean, it's very clean. I mean, it's a piece of freaking crap.
but it's clean.
It's a very clean piece of crap.
We are long rested, yes, at this point then.
Yes, you guys have long rested at this point.
I think there is. I think there is a book or something that Nigel's been studying when he's had excess free time.
Okay.
He'll study whatever that is. I don't know what it is, but I think there's something like you said, like it'll take many days or whatever to study it or something, if I remember correctly.
I don't recall what it is, but sure, he's studying a book. Yeah.
I'm gonna say plus 2 days.
Does the crew
study.
remember that I surreptitiously paid to spill his grog?
yes.
Was dead serious about that.
Make it. So this is. Are you giving him money for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Give
I give him
me
a silver piece.
persuasion with advantage.
That would be a 19.
A 19. Okay. I can do it. Just spill grog on it and say.
Oops, sorry, pretend you're drunk. Shouldn't
Whoop.
be too hard.
Pretend.
Just spill booze on it. That's it.
As you're walking by, act like you're drunk and you stumbled into him. You hit a wave or something and you pitch it on the deck.
All right, I can do that. All right. So this drunken.
And as he's got a cup, I'll even fill out I'll give him ale out of my own supplies so he doesn't have to waste his own.
All right. So this drunken soldier at nights, right, when this guy's off shift, right, he's basically hanging out around Nigel, just kind of like nosing about. What you doing? What you reading? Is it any good? And just kind of like stumbling around, sloshing his like beer, his rum around or whatever. Some of it's kind of getting on you. Some of it's getting on your books and stuff. He's just being nosy, kind of like poking around at what you do.
When that happens, I think first Nigel he'll cast like prestidigitation to get himself all clean from the beer and everything that's been spilled, clean up his beer, and he'll say,
Doesn't fix the
This
damn
isn't-
book though.
"This isn't. You're partying all wrong here. Let me show you how it's done." He pulls out some. He probably got some
It's
like
candy.
fine. He's got some fine
I don't
wine.
know. What does he have? Maybe he has an entire inventory sheet at that end.
Trying to read his writing.
Right.
He has 1 bottle of rum.
One bottles.
One bottles.
He'll pull out his bottles of rum, or one bottles of rum, and he'll say, let me show you how to have a real good time. And then he starts sharing the rum with this guy, and they you know.
All right, so
Do Nigel thing.
he's drinking the rum back and forth with you, getting all happy and stuff, and then he says, you know, you're a lot nicer than the other guy who paid me to get your shit dirty.
What? Someone paid you to get my shit dirty? Who was it?
What do you look like? Like what race are you?
Hey, you should know this as a DM. Sorry to buy your luck.
What race are you? Not Dalinor.
He's also the only female on our party.
It's true.
She'll
I am the only female.
the one with tits.
All right.
It's a variant human.
Nigel's a half elf, right? Yeah. You can't trust those variant humans.
Can't trust those berries.
He's like, what did he pay you?
Silver piece.
Silver. Well, I'll tell you what.
Told me to spill grog all over your books.
I'll give you a gold piece.
Oh.
And just whenever you play some. He's like the thing. He's always like trying to pull pranks and stuff on people. Like just try and pants her in front of the whole crew.
Good luck. I wear full plate armor. But all right, cool.
Or whatever you can do to embarrass her. You know what? That look on your face, I'll double it. 2 gold.
She's got weapons.
She's not going to do anything. You're in the middle of the ship. I'm saying to do it in front of everybody. 3 gold.
Clearly, he does not know me well enough.
She's got weapons.
You know, I thought you were a good guy. You'd like to have some fun and party, but clearly.
All right, fine.
He's a coward.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Give me the money.
Okay, gives him 3 gold.
All right, gives him 3 gold. Comes over to you. Says, I got 3 gold pieces here because the bard paid me to embarrass you.
I have a platinum piece for
what do
you.
you say? Ooh, platinum piece.
I want you to take his bag of books and throw it in the water
Oh my god.
when he's asleep. That way you don't have to worry about him hurting you. And make sure there's rocks in it so it sinks.
Okay.
Here's a platinum piece.
Takes the platinum piece.
And after it's been a while and nothing's happened, Nigel will interrogate the guy like, I paid you gold, how come you haven't done anything?
And it's at nighttime.
So first of all, let's back up a second. When you guys took your long rest, you guys had troubling dreams, nightmares perhaps. Not you, you were fine.
Oh, okay.
Everybody else had nightmares. You all saw the visage of an undead orc with bandages wrapped around his face.
Son of a bitch!
And another...
Trevor wants me to play as Nigel and he wants Kevin to play as him.
No.
He just sent the email. He's like, I vote for Kevin to play as me and Ted to play as Nigel. Smiley face.
Smiley face. Yeah, he does.
That's too late.
Damn it!
So you see the visage of an undead orc with bandages around his face. Another orc in full plate armor with a large white hand painted on his chest. So you're having nightmares of these 2 orcs, basically.
Did they look like the thing, the one that was covered in bandages, look like the thing that came out of like the sarcophaguses?
It does.
Okay.
It does. And as these nightmares begin to come on you, you all begin to feel like racking pains through. Not you. You're exempt from all of these things. You all begin to feel racking pains throughout your bodies. You are now suffering from -2 to all your saving throws. Everybody but the druid.
So including Nigel.
No, I'm sorry, not -2. Disadvantage to saving throws. Sorry. Disadvantage to saving throws.
Okay.
And your nightmares are just full of this, this undead orc with bandages and this, orc priestess in, full plate armor. they're mocking you, and the undead orc says, "I want my stuff back. Everything that belongs to me." And this is just surreptitiously repeated to you constantly until you awake in the morning like in cold sweats.
In my dreams, I would tell him, "Come get it."
You do so. He kind of engages with you a little bit, right, as your dream kind of plays itself out. But it's made very clear to you that you've taken something from him and he wants it back. And when you wake up in the morning, you no longer feel yourselves, and this consequence of disadvantage to saving throws sets in. And you definitely feel as though something isn't right with you now. Something has definitely happened to you.
So
I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
Okay.
Do I still have that feeling afterwards?
You do.
Okay.
when I wake up, I'm gonna like go to people and be like, "Hey, did you have this? I had this crazy, weird dream. I can describe what happened." And
what'd the bard steal from this guy?
I was gonna say, what did we do? What did we take? I don't remember taking. What did we take from?
Literally, I look at the bard and I ask him, like, "What'd you take from him?" Because I don't remember
honestly do
anyone.
not
I don't honestly remember anyone else taking anything that I can think of.
I remember we wanted to go back there and steal like a heart because that's what was cursing
We took
somebody. What did we take?
I wasn't there. There was stuff taken.
I don't remember.
I
I wasn't there either. Because that was the week I missed. You guys had killed everybody.
No, this was... No.
Was this the second iteration of the attack on there? Oh.
Yes.
don't remember.
Well, the first iteration had no undead in it. They were just orcs.
Correct.
The second one is the one when you had a bunch of undead.
Yep.
Right, and when I missed the week, and when I came back, all the fighting was pretty much done. They were just going through... Yeah. I can't remember. Okay.
Did the dream give me any indication on where to go to return this stuff?
It did not.
In my banter with him, did he say-
Useless.
in my banter with him, did he say what was
Valid
taken?
do not know what was taken.
Yeah.
You don't
Since he
know
was
where to take
engaging
it,
with me in my
though.
dream, I would have said, "What's missing? What did we take? Come get it." You know? Did he say anything that what was taken?
He doesn't. He did not.
Okay.
He said, "Find me and return it to me."
I would have told him in my dream. It's the bard's fault.
For when Nigel was sleeping, Nigel, when the guy's like berating him to play it, he pulls out a dream instrument and just starts playing like very annoying music to see if that gets the dreams to go away.
Like in his dream.
Yeah, he's playing. He's in his dream, and he's like, "Man, this guy won't go away." So what's Nigel do when people won't go away? He whips out an instrument, and just starts playing and just see if
Horribly
So
playing.
the undead orc rips the instrument out of Nigel's hands. The priestess orc bends him over and holds him still, and then the undead orc shoves it up his butt.
Wow.
Hear that, Nigel? You just got butt banged.
In his dreams.
In his dreams, yeah.
Okay.
Your fondest dream came true.
So
So next day of travel.
this is gonna be tougher than I.
So yeah, this was the first night. Now we're in the second day. I forgot to mention that.
Are you going to advance us further on the map?
Yeah, you guys are you ready to advance the next day?
Yeah, I mean, the next day comes and goes, and then we have the whole banter at night with...
Just so we can get this out of the way, and I'm already sure I know the answer. But I do have 5th level spells now, and since we did take a rest, I can have one. I will try Greater Restoration.
I would try it on him because he has some other stuff ailing him as well.
What's his? What's the character? Adeus?
Right, he has no memories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I will try Greater Restoration on him. And then at the very least, we should maybe get that back.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do Greater Restoration
Yeah.
on Dalinor?
Yes.
Alright, does that require any components or anything? Spending?
Good question. Greater Restoration. It does, and we should have it. But it's a diamond dust worth 100 gold, which we use a lot of.
Yeah.
So let's find that.
I think we have some on the party, and
I was
I
gonna
think
say we use it for a
also
lot of things. We should have it, but
someone else had some as well.
I have diamond dust, if we need it.
Let's find it, make sure we have
We
it.
have 2 diamonds worth 300 gold, so if I have to, we can powder
powder
one.
one. Got 300 gold pieces worth of diamond dust.
So I don't know how long. I mean, yeah, we can probably spend the day powdering a diamond if we have to.
I'll just give him one of mine.
You have diamond dust? Or do you want to powder one of those 300 and then have...
Yeah, and we might as well just take one of those and powder it and have 3.
Because
Right, yeah,
we'll
we'll
have
just-
3 uses of Great Rest, right?
We got nothing
Yeah,
else to do all day.
Alright,
We
so
can-
okay, so you guys spend the day powdering one of them.
Yep.
Do you want to just hold on to all the diamond
Yeah,
dust?
I'll hold on to the diamond.
Okay,
I'll
so
write it
you
down.
so you have 300 gold pieces of diamond dust.
200 after you're done.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write
Yeah.
100.
But I've already changed the sheet.
Bless you.
You know, it's Patrick, Filius Brudesante.
Oh, alright. So diamond dust.
Did you know that staring at light, making you sneeze, that's a genetic
100
disposition?
each.
Apparently it's a genetic
And then-
marker. I always just thought that happened to everybody.
Staring at light causes you to sneeze.
Yeah.
Well, so like if I have to sneeze and like it won't sneeze, if I stare at light, it'll basically like.
Yeah, see, it doesn't work for me.
So yeah.
All right, so you use 100 gold pieces of
I
that diamond
do,
dust to
yes.
cast Greater Restoration.
Yep.
All right.
Times 2,
So as you cast the spell, anything you would like to say to invoke your deity's blessing or help on Dallin? As he stands there like
No,
an
it's not
idiot, not remembering anything.
Oh,
Yeah, no, and I'm a druid, right? So like, what I will do is I'll make it very ceremonial, right? So I'll take him back to the turtle, and we'll take some of the remaining blood that's there, and I'll paint his face up, right, in various like symbols and stuff, and like, and then I'll like stand on his head and like as I'm casting the spell, I'll be like, cause I'm a halfling, so I'm just on his head, and like hoping like kind of slapping it around is like.
Is Dallin okay with this treatment?
Let's see, what is his current intelligence and wisdom?
Oh, I think it's very low.
That's very good.
It's like 1.
Dalinor's gonna sit there and like, he's got this look of stark terror on his face. He doesn't know what this creature is doing to him, so he would attempt to initially resist because he doesn't know what the fuck you're doing.
It is one action. That's all I have to take. So
Oh, okay.
it's very quick.
So he knocks you off your feet, got you in the back, throws some blood on you, and does his little thing.
Exactly. Just really
Okay.
quick.
And
Just
before you know it, he's invoking his deity.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And this like glowing energy kind of outlines Dalinar.
I'm gonna have him wearing a bone necklace too. Like I'm trying to decorate off. Yeah, just all this naturey kind of weird, like goofy
All
looking.
right. So this bone necklace begins to
None of
kind
which is necessary.
begins to kind of glow, and the bones kind of begin to like shift up around to his head, and then they begin to sink into his skull. They kind of meld past his skin into his skull, and Dalinar begins to twitch, and then his eyes.
He throws himself over the turtle because he's freaked the fuck out.
As Dalinar stumbles to his feet, about ready to throw himself off into the water, he regains all of his memories.
Woohoo!
What about the disadvantage on?
That
No.
is still
I
persists.
figured that wouldn't work.
I
for
mean-
that. That's why I figured I'd use it on him, that we'd at least get a benefit from it. And
Okay.
okay.
Sometime in this day, actually, I want to inquire to the captain and ask him. He's planning on buying a new ship with the gold we gave him. How much additional gold or cost would it get to find a ship or buy a ship that has a teleportation circle on it?
Holy cow.
We described it all. We don't.
First of all, he tells you he knows jack
Yeah,
about
so-
Right, but-
teleportation circles.
Oh, okay, or I guess when he tells me he doesn't know Jack, I ask him if he can ask around when he gets back to port.
Nigel with teleportation circle can inscribe it.
Doesn't it
doesn't
take like a
take
year?
10
It takes a year of
Yeah.
using every day.
I'm trying to find one that someone's already done. It's like, yeah, we'll charge you an extra 5,000 if you want to buy a boat
5,000.
or something. I don't know.
It'd be like 50,000 in that.
I mean, it's
It'd be
like,
ridiculous.
I mean,
I just bet it'd be ridiculous.
I
I'm
would
guessing,
rather
I
the
don't know.
captain look for a ship
all
that
I'm saying
has
is
a
it might be
heavy
helpful
ballista on
to
it.
have teleportation
I
circle
don't think
on a
it's
boat.
bad. I don't think it's a bad idea. I'm wondering if it's gonna. We're gonna be able to make the expense.
We can't be the first people in history
No,
to have asked
no.
for a teleportation
No,
circle.
I don't think so. But I don't know if we'll be able to meet the expense. But I think you're right. I think it's a good idea.
I mean,
We
worth
could do it.
asking.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So the first thing he tells you is that a ship itself. I mean, what kind of ship do you want to commission him to get? Are we just talking like a normal sailing ship? Do you want like a warship? Like what kind of ship do you
I
want?
would say like a schooner at
Yeah,
least.
the normal sailing.
Yeah, whatever.
sailing
Like,
ship.
yeah, same thing.
Okay,
we're on,
But
just
we
nicer.
definitely want like a ballista on the damn thing.
That's a warship.
Yeah, that's a warship.
That's like a warship.
Seriously, if we're gonna be on the water,
Well, we asked him what the difference in price between the different ships
So
are.
a sailing ship, a standard sailing ship, is like 10,000 gold pieces,
Yeah.
which he doesn't have anyway.
Right.
A warship is 25,000 gold pieces. However, it has deck-mounted ballista. It is resistant to attacks and stuff. You know what I mean? like the hull is thicker, etc., etc. It can go faster.
I don't know if this is the flagship of the Sorco's Guard. I think we should.
I don't think we're looking to
How much
siege
gold did
things.
we get from the other pirate ship? Like, what's our total gold amount? I'm wondering right now. I mean, I think a warship might be overboard, but
We
at the same
have,
point, you know, if we're gonna
We have 1,500. We have 10,500 gold and 400 platinum.
You don't even have enough for a
No.
warship.
We got enough for
But
a
you haven't
ship.
found the dragon.
Didn't you
We
say
haven't
the
found the
other ship
dragon
was
horse.
We haven't
10,000?
found the and we don't know how much we're going to get for the dragon turtle carcass. We might get enough for the dragon turtle carcass even after giving the captain his 1%, enough to buy the ship
Sure.
or a warship.
Well, two things. Two things is one. Didn't you say a sailing ship was 10,000?
Yes.
So we have over 10,000. So we could.
But then we're.
But the other thing is,
fine.
would he be able to get some amount of money for this crappy ship he has, like
Yeah,
a trade-in value?
So, like, I mean, if he can find a buyer, it's not going to be much.
No.
Right?
Right.
It's probably
Or-
worth more in scrap lumber.
Then so alternate.
Well, but
question,
it
is it
moves.
cheaper? Is it cheaper to repair this ship?
Gods
No. Okay, that's kind of what I.
Gods no.
Yeah.
Repair this piece of shit.
All right.
So no,
The wood's
I think
rotting.
buying a new ship is the right way to go. I think that buying a warship is too far. But I think that buying a ship that maybe we want to do some reinforcement on would be okay, right? Like doing some, buying a regular schooner and then doing some additions.
I've always dreamt of a gold rowing boat.
No,
Pure gold.
no. Gold does not float.
Oh. Well, it was a dream.
Keep it that way.
All right.
All right. Anything happened this day?
All right.
We got a date.
So your
We
day,
got
yeah,
one
your
more
day, your day's progressed. Let's do our watches. So a D12, please.
2.
What a roll, Luke.
4. All right. Your guys' night progresses, and you are a day away from Waterdeep.
Sweet.
All right. Anything in particular you would like to do this day as you sail along?
Well, this is technically the day that we already did the night before with the stumbling around guy and everything, because you backed up to do the dream.
Oh yeah.
So what happens this night when we all go to sleep?
Well, let's see. Where are you guys all sleeping again?
Well, and before we went to sleep, Nigel was expecting an embarrassment show tonight, and he's not getting it. So before he goes to sleep, he's going to figure out why this guy has not performed what he paid him gold to perform.
Right.
But
We haven't had that.
we haven't had a chance. I mean, you said to do something to my character. You're telling him this on the night watch. You haven't even. You're
No,
giving
I
him what a
didn't.
couple.
The
Yeah,
whole
the
day,
night
the whole
watch.
day is gonna have passed at this point.
Yeah, and it wasn't on the night watch. He was just out there while Nigel was reading a
I
book
thought
and he
we
spilled some
were
stuff
doing
on
this
him.
on the watch. I'm sorry, that's where I was confused.
No.
All right. So the guy comes.
Because you said the guard was
So,
the guy was
right.
off duty, so I'm assuming
So
we're in the evening.
The guy comes to you and says, "I got 3 gold pieces and a silver piece to dump your books overboard.
Platinum.
What do you got to say to that?"
He's telling me sober.
Oh, silver. Silver. Silver.
So-
You can clearly see that it's a platinum piece.
okay.
Guy's
Nigel goes,
probably lying.
well, you don't seem to be a man of your word, so I could just kill you and throw you overboard and take all of your platinum and gold and save my books. Because
You
nobody
could.
gets between me and my books.
You could, but all your friends say you're a pussy.
I don't know, when it comes to Nigel's books,
I'm not saying I'm throwing them overboard. I'm saying,
You're a pussy.
well, yeah.
well,
What will you
Well-
do to up the ante against your friend who clearly wants to just throw your books overboard?
Nigel casts greater invisibility, takes his books, and hides.
That is what Nigel would do. That is what Nigel would do. I'm in agreement with that.
He called Nigel's bluff.
Yes.
But eventually, Nigel's going to go to sleep and greater invisibility's going to wear off.
A little less for 1 minute.
Oh.
So Nigel disappears, and the guy's like, "Oh."
And then, once he's out of range,
Yeah, he
he's
turns
going
it on.
to use the cantrip, Minor Illusion, he uses all the time to make a great, booming voice. Touch my books and die!
So okay, you hear some scampering and running from like farther away, right? All right. That's what happened during the day, and now we're at night. Okay, we rolled for the night stuff, and now it's the next day. Okay.
What happened in our dreams?
Same things. You had
Okay.
the same visitation.
I would try to engage with him then and ask him, say, I know not what you seek. Tell me what you seek, and I will try to return it. On my word. I want no beef with the dead.
Yeah. Let's see. What do I seek? I don't remember offhand what all you guys do.
I don't remember either.
Can I see yours?
Sure.
Well, I know Nigel took some weird book from their lair that he's been studying. That was my first
We
guess.
did get.
You only have your starter item?
Yeah. We did get that
Oh.
the sharp.
Yeah. I want my axe back.
Okay.
I don't have a starter. That's all I have.
My axe. And that's down. Oh! My morning star. Do you have anything?
I just my starter item.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Alright.
Yeah, the axe.
The axe and morning star.
So next one.
Turn them to me in the swamp
With
of death.
the swap that holds a ancient black dragon.
I would ask that. Are you talking the swamp that shelters the dragon?
No.
Where's this swamp? Where can it be found?
In the temple of the great god over all gods. Yurtrus, the White Hand.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Torm.
The god of
I'm a paladin of Torb.
the god of pestilence and disease.
Oh, Nurgle.
Death. No. Yurtrus the Great, the White Hand.
Never heard of her. Is she a minor deity?
The greatest of all deities she is.
If she's so great, why have I never heard of her?
Oh,
I'm a paladin. I take religion seriously. I don't know if your deity is as powerful as you think. Let me talk to you about our Lord Savior, Torm. Let me tell you what Torm can do for you.
what can Torm do for me?
Give you unlimited power if you bend the knee to him and accept him as your savior. He will give you the power to throw off the shackles of this phony deity Blurtress. I purposely mispronounce her name. Of the White Hand. Sounds like she's ripping off, who's that? Oh, Cyric! Does she have a beef with Cyric? Is she ripping off Cyric? Where's her originality? She's got to copy Cyric? I think you're following the wrong deity. Even Grooch is better than this. Bluntly or overless. She must be a fat sow. At least Grumsh is a man of combat and honor. He takes things serious, as any good orc should. And yet you follow a female? What kind of war chief are you?
All you see is an angry visage getting angrier and angrier.
Literally, the whole night during my dreams, this is all I do. I extol the virtues of Torm and how Grumsh is better than this Blurtrish, Dortrish. I will never pronounce her name correctly, ever.
This is your deity you follow, right?
Yeah, I follow Torm. I'm a paladin of Torm.
Hail Torm.
How's that go?
Hail Torm!
That's not how it goes.
Yes, it is. Hail Torm.
No, it's not. There's the hand that goes
Oh,
on.
wow. Wait a minute.
Oh no!
Hail Torm!
No.
Better?
There we go. Talent. Alright, so, angry visage basically just gets pissed off at you and just kind of stares at you as you go about it. And you wake up in the morning after having gone on your diatribe of Torm and stuff.
As the dreams are happening and he's doing all this, do me or Nigel notice that the vision and ours are getting like angry or whatnot, or are they calm and just normal?
They're
like,
just threatening you, telling you to
Okay.
return the items and whatnot.
Now, does the dude come back to me and tell me that Nigel tried scaring the shit out of him and blah, 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 blah? Because I paid him a platinum piece when Nigel went to sleep to throw his books in the water.
Stand by. What is this?
Because he comes back and tells me he disappeared, knowing that that's a trick of Nigel's. Of course I'm going to tell him. To get. Wait till he goes to sleep. Search the ship, you'll find him. Find his books, throw them in the water.
What the heck was that thing? Oh yeah, that's right.
The next morning, though, when we wake up, I will tell you the items that he is seeking.
Tell who?
The rest of the party.
Okay. Yeah, it's a morning. You guys, I'm trying to do something here. You guys are welcome to.
And I tell you, he is looking for his axe that you so elegantly have, sir, and you, his Morning Star. If we return those to the temple in the swamp of the dead, and no, it's not the swamp where we found the dragon, it's where the giant temple is that we haven't found yet, he will be grateful. Although, I may have swayed him to the side of Torm. He may betray his deity for a better life, a better path. Like, it's my mission now. When we encounter this guy, I'm going to like try to bind him and make him a servant in the Temple of Torm. No joke. That is my mission. I want to bind this son of a bitch.
Oh.
He will serve Torm. Whether he wants to or not.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, just telepathically. Yeah, I don't care. I don't even use this thing. I can't use it. It's twice the size of me.
Fair enough.
You literally
Alright.
can't use it.
So, what do you
I'm
guys
going to ask you then, since you don't use it, let me hold on to it so I can make sure
No.
it's returned.
No.
Are you going to use it?
No.
You can't even
You
walk
like
around
sharp
with
things
it.
too much.
I like what?
You like sharp things too much.
I'm looking around for scars. I do not, sir.
No.
I'm not a cutter.
To other, not you.
They deserve it.
The
Anyways,
rat deserve.
wait, you don't use that axe at all?
I can't. It's a great axe. I'm a halfling.
You just use two hands.
no. It's too big for them.
Yeah, it's in the rules. You can't use that.
If halflings want a great weapon, they have to have one special made for them to
Really?
counter the size, yeah.
You can't use it.
And the funny thing is, it still does the same damage.
Yeah, yeah.
So halfling size great axe for everybody else, even though because it's a great axe, would be like a battle axe. So you get a halfling great axe that does 2d6 damage
Yeah.
and use it
Wait,
one-handed.
does that mean that I can have a halfling great axe commission and then use it with one hand?
Rules as written,
No.
it would still be a battle axe in your hands.
Correct.
All right. So the morning comes, you guys, and what are you doing this day?
Well, I want to know, I'm going to go to the crewmate and I'm going to ask him, like, did you put his books overboard last night when he went to sleep?
You look around for him and you don't find him.
I'm going to ask the other crew members, not openly, I'm just going to, like, at some point I'm going to guess I would have the guy's name. We've been traveling for a few days.
Sure. Yeah. You ask around for him and they're kind of shrugging. They're like I don't know. You make an investigation check as you're looking around.
17?
So you learn that he wasn't present for the second half of one of his shifts that night, and Guy doesn't really know what happened.
Is there any missing rowboats or anything?
You look around for missing rowboats, and there is a missing rowboat.
Interesting. Chicken shit.
He left.
Sorry. He's a thief. I'm going to go to the captain. I'm going to tell him. The man that took your rowboat, he stole from me.
What? You know what happened to the rowboat?
Yes.
What happened?
The thief took it, and I give him the name, description. He took my money and left.
Alright, so he gets everybody on deck, right? And he makes sure that nobody's like hiding away. Everybody's on deck. He confirms that one person is gone. He confirms that the rowboat is gone.
Never mind.
Alright.
I can't use it.
So he makes a big spectacle of this?
Disadvantage. Sorry.
What's that?
So like he gathers everybody to do this?
Yeah, he's getting everybody on deck because they're missing a rowboat. and
So
stuff.
Nigel would tell him he's not a thief. He paid him to try and dump my stuff overboard.
Prove it.
That's your word against mine.
I'm a paladin of the god of Torm. Who do you worship? I radiate.
Why would I-
I radiate goodness and holiness. What do you radiate?
There's no deception checks here.
No, I'm just stating that.
You're lying. But you lied to him about being a thief.
You're lying about what's going on, dude.
No, I'm just saying. I said prove it, and he
You're-
said it's your word against mine, and I said
Right.
I'm a paladin. I radiate goodness and holiness. That's not a lie. I radiate good. I have a holy aura.
I feel like there's some deception going on. With
I'm literally speaking the truth.
You lied to the captain.
I know, I said it is your word
Deceptively
against
speaking.
mine. And I already rolled earlier, but when you're saying that I paid him and I said, prove it.
Right, I'm saying you lied to the captain. So before all of
You're
this,
saying
the
this
thing
guy
that got the
already-
captain to do all of this was a lie.
Okay, and I say, prove it.
No,
I'm saying out of game,
no,
what you
he
did was
doesn't
a
need to
lie.
prove it. What I'm telling you is that your Paladin of Torm
Mhm.
is engaging in deceptive practices. That's what I'm telling you. And you have certain oaths to Torm.
I'm a paladin of vengeance. I don't have an oath to tell the truth.
What are your oaths?
That's true.
I don't have an oath to tell the truth.
What are your oaths?
I will tell you.
Although there is no fix. That's
And, as a paladin, very few paladins are actually held to telling the truth. I'm not lawful. For a reason.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're lawful. It's your oath.
Sacred oath. Oath of devotion. Oath of the ancients. Oath of vengeance. It's a commitment to punish those who have committed a grievous sin.
Yep. There's more to it.
Yeah, when evil forces slaughter helpless villagers, blah 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 blah. Thieves go grows too violent. When a dragon rampages through the countryside, thank you, Torm.
Yeah.
At times like these, paladins.
There are like 5 specific oaths
There are.
that every Paladin has. I don't know what they are.
Okay, there's 4. Fight the greater evil. Faced with the choice of fighting my sworn foes or combating the lesser evil,
Correct.
I choose the greater evil.
Correct.
No mercy for the wicked. Ordinary foes might win my mercy, but my sworn enemies do not. By any means necessary, my qualms can't get in the way of exterminating my foe. And restitution. If my folk wreaks ruin in the world, it is because I failed to stop them. I must help those harmed by the misdeeds. Nothing about telling the truth, sir.
Yeah, I think it's another one that talks about.
Yes, it is.
something.
It is.
You are thinking
Oath
of
of
the
devotion.
Oath of Devotion.
And I know what you're saying.
Honesty. Don't lie or cheat. Let your word be your
Okay,
promise.
So if that had been your one, you would.
I would
broken
never
your
have.
oath.
I would never have taken a paladin that makes me tell the truth.
Okay. So anyway, so you got this thing going on deck, and you guys are. What is the discussion you're having?
So when he brings everybody out on deck, he says that's not true. I paid him, and I said, prove it.
Okay.
I say, so are you telling me you didn't pay him to do that?
I'm saying if you're claiming I paid him to do it, prove it.
And I'm saying, are you telling me? You
some-
say your word is good, so tell me your word.
I didn't pay the man to do anything other than his normal duties.
Okay, so that's a lie.
Not really. I don't.
You paid him to do something other than his normal
Here's the
duties.
thing.
How is that not a lie?
Because
You
no. Wait, I'm going to explain this from my perspective and my point of view. When I pay the man to do a task, I have now employed him to do a duty. That is his job. I paid him to do his
That's not how
duties.
deception works.
That's-
Deception isn't based on your perception.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's my interpretation of it. In my mind,
Right.
I have paid the man to do a duty, to do a job. Yes, I paid him to do his duties.
So maybe you should make a deception check against yourself first.
I didn't even conception check against myself because I believe it. But I believe it.
All right. So at this point, the captain just kind of has a meltdown.
Yeah.
He says, "I don't fucking care what your guys' beef is. You guys want to go get married? You want to kill each other? I don't care. I got a missing crew member and a missing rowboat. Okay? And he's like, if this is how things are gonna be, then you can have your 2,000 gold pieces back. All right?
Oh, we're only a day away. I take his offer. We'll take the 2,000 back. We're only a day away from the Sword Coast now.
No!
This is not Nigel. This is my character. 2,000 gold. You've already done most of the work. We'll take the gold back. At this point.
And we'll make sure we give the ship back to the crew at the same time, sir. I'm sure they'll be happy to take the 2,000 gold and deliver us to port.
No. They sex tension. Yeah.
No, that was me. That has nothing to do with the tension.
That wasn't Nigel.
Yeah, that wasn't Nigel.
No, but that was Nigel. I'm saying the whole argument.
Oh, sure.
If I were to lend them my cabin, do you think this would all go away?
No. Waterdeep. Drink much. Go do their thing.
Alright, the captain just kind of walks away exasperated
Good.
and tells his crew to get back to work. And he begins putting chains and locks on all of the rowboats. And you hear him mumbling about putting out a price on the guy's head that just mutinied basically and took off, deserted. And
I mean, his
stole.
whole crew already mutinied.
Well, yeah.
This guy actually.
Double mutiny.
This guy's not a mutiner. He's a deserter.
Deserter, yeah.
And he's a thief.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
By the very extent that he at least stole a rowboat.
He stole. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sure. Okay, so you guys travel the day, and we have nighttime.
Wait.
Yes.
When the captain's locking up, not Nigel, this is me. I go, isn't that a safety concern? If there's a big thing on the ship, no one will be able to escape.
He kind of like points at this guy and Nigel and stuff, and he's like, as far as I'm concerned, they're the worst safety concern on this ship.
I'm not worried. I mean, I'm not worried for them. Nigel, he'll be able to get out of the scenario. I'm not worried about his safety.
God you're here.
I'm worried about.
I'm having a lot of fun at Nigel's
Man.
expense.
Thank
I'm
God
trying to
you're
do you
here.
solid, Nigel, but he's trying to fuck with
They
you.
are trying to kill
I'm
each
trying to fuck
other
with your book so bad.
your characters. Alright, glad you're here.
Did
Anyway,
you see Trevor's email?
Yeah. I couldn't respond to it.
I was like, oh god, let me play Nigel.
all right, Nigel.
In a fit of a rage, Nigel throws his bag of books overboard after filling the bag with rocks. I'm done with reading.
We did level up, so I didn't do anything about
No,
your
but
level.
you'll
You
level
leveled up.
You'll level up
Um,
later.
You got plus 2 days of. I think there was a book you were studying, so I had you study your book. And I gave some guy 3 gold, and you drank some of your rum.
You drink a whole bottle of rum.
Yeah, you drank a whole bottle of
Which
rum.
candy have I consumed?
Oh, that's fair.
Your
Probably just the
normal amount.
normal
2
amount.
days worth.
Yeah, just the normal
Whatever
amount.
you think is normal, so a couple pounds or something. His addiction is getting pretty out of control.
So it turns out I can use this weapon later check, but it's disadvantaged because it's heavy.
Oh.
Because I'm small.
Is it because of a strength thing?
It's because I'm small. I'm size small.
Okay.
Alright, so the day passes, right? Let's roll for our. So Kevin, what's that number 1?
Oop.
Oh!
11.
You hit my mini, and I gotta
Hey.
roll a dice at yours.
Hey, you might have just saved us. Had your mini not stopped it, we might have had a battle.
Yeah, huh?
Or maybe
Uh-huh.
otherwise. We'll see.
And
Also,
Delaware got his memories back.
there was a
Great
time
restoration.
that you were confronted with conflict, Nigel, and I cast greater invisibility and ran away. And then I used
That was a good idea.
I used minor illusion to spill threats at the
There you
guy.
go. I would have gone with
Loud
vicious
voice.
mockery.
Well, I cast greater invisibility, hid from him, and then I used vicious mockery or minor illusion to do death threats from where he couldn't find your books. He was trying to throw your books overboard.
I wasn't. The crewman was.
And unsurprisingly, the guy mutinied, ran away. Who could have thought that would happen?
He was
Well, geez, he was
He
threatened
was
with
caught
his
between two
life.
very experienced, high-level adventurers who were going to kill him if he didn't do what they said.
No, wait,
Yes,
wait,
who would have
wait,
guessed
wait,
he
wait.
would run away?
Wait a minute.
Exactly.
Did
That's
I
exactly what I was
kill
Who
thinking.
would have guessed?
I was seriously when
I believe it.
when I was role playing the guy, I was like, look,
Yeah.
if I do what he's asking me to do, he's gonna kill me.
Right.
If I do what he's asking me to do, he's gonna kill me.
Exactly.
I gotta get the hell out of
I
here.
totally got it. I
Hey.
totally got it.
I still, like I said, Nigel, he's not a very threatening person, but if it comes between him and his books, he might kill some people over some books. So,
Yeah.
So see, he mutinied because Nigel threatened him. I never threatened
hey,
him. I
Nigel tried to reason with him first.
was just
Nigel
offering him
said-
more money.
Nigel tried to reason with him first, and he wasn't having it. And he wanted more money. Nigel had enough of paying this guy.
So the other thing that happened, that
Also, I had no clue how much money Nigel had. I'm assuming you had 3 gold on you. If
speaking
not-
of money, the one other thing that happened is we did end up powdering one of the diamonds, the 300 gold piece diamonds.
For the greater
So
restoration.
that we have diamond dust for
And
greater
he's holding
restoration.
onto the rest of the
Yep.
dust fort.
So it is your fault that we have a battle. Had your mini not stopped the dice,
Who's the one who threw the dice?
hey, your mini was in the way.
Well, in that case, the surprise attack should only be against him, since he threw the
Anybody
dice.
who comes to a D&D game session and doesn't expect to have a battle, it's the wrong.
Sadly
it's
mistaken.
the wrong game.
First of all,
No shit.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I can't be surprised.
Neither
so-
can I got alert. I took alert for a reason, so I couldn't be surprised.
That's fine. It's a Diaries.
Is this Al that's kind of there?
Yeah, well, he's actually a wizard, but I couldn't find a sweet sorcerer that I liked.
Are you just a straight sorcerer?
Sorcerer warlock.
I might have one at home. That may like.
I mean, I like this guy. He's kind of cool. Although when I made him, he was supposed to be a darkness wizard, so he's all dark colors and stuff. But
Did you pay him?
now I paid somebody to do it,
Yeah.
and she, like did it real cheap.
Yeah, you were saying it was ridiculous.
Yeah, did I show you guys the goblin mini she painted me that was really cheap?
Mm-mm.
Ah, well, this is probably not a good picture. Well, it's kind of blurry, but you can see like some labyrinth. I don't think I have any real good pictures of them, but
Oh, okay.
they're like
Yeah,
they're really
I see
nice.
that, yeah.
Oh, and we've been troubled with
I got
things,
this
so
one.
all your saving
Yeah,
throws are
like
disadvantage right now.
I really like
Say that again?
All your saving throws are
disadvantage.
or whatever.
Okay.
Which
Um,
each one
we
has
had
like a
Troubling
different
Dreams by
character
the
I played,
Undead
so
Orc.
if I
Nice.
died, it's
The
just
male
like-
and the female, the
I
cleric.
mean, I'll use them if I need them for something, but it's
Right.
kind of like these are my
Basically,
retired
all
All
heroes.
heroes.
All
Star
heroes,
and
yeah.
Max return to him in the Swamp of Death, and it's not the swamp that the dragon is in.
Yeah, he wants his axe. He wants
Oh yeah,
his
you have disadvantage on it.
Morning Star Mace or whatever.
You
it
said
is.
we've had a couple days of contact.
Yes,
Yeah.
we've had 4
We
last
have.
year completely.
Yeah, oh yeah, full rust.
Spells Becker.
And yeah, most of the days you've been studying that book. I thought there was a book that you needed like 10 days to study or something. I don't remember what it was. But
I've been studying that evil book I got.
there you go.
I'm gonna guess he wants that back.
The Book of Shadow.
Maybe he doesn't want that back. He didn't ask for it.
Yeah, he didn't ask for it. Didn't want it.
Nope.
Is it a cabin we're in, or are we on the
Cabin. Yeah. So this is the top deck. There are 2 cabins that empty out into the top deck, right? So the captain has his own, and he's giving you the guest cabin basically for you guys to stand in.
The blue is the stairs to go on top of the cabins.
Correct. Yeah. This is the elevated part of the back part of the deck,
Okay.
whatever you call it. I'm not
Forecastle.
I'm not a sailor, but yeah. So that's how you get
Forecastle.
Forecastle. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. And this the front part of the
Well,
deck. is-
I got that backwards. I'm sorry.
And then
Forecastle's in the front.
There's gonna be like you know some basic trap doors
I didn't.
and stuff
Yeah.
that will lead down to the bottom
To the
parts.
hold in there.
Yeah.
And we've got 6 casks of dragon blood. We're pulling the dragon turtle behind us to sell when we get to Waterdeep.
Really?
Yeah, that was my idea. That's a lot of money, baby.
It was a good idea.
And we managed to harvest 6 casks of dragon blood that are in the hold right now.
So it is
We're a day from Waterdeep.
it is probably it's like the 21st of Uktar. It's probably like I don't know, maybe 2 in the morning or something. You guys don't know what time it is. You guys went to sleep and stuff, and you guys are all woken by this god awful scream. There's this like just blood curdling scream of somebody basically being murdered, and then there's some other screams. You can hear screams outside. You know, they got him. Help! Help! We're under attack. Just this basic like battle cry alert up outside, and you guys don't know what is happening.
Grab my shit, run out the door.
All right, so everybody roll initiative.
Don't forget to roll for.
Oh, yeah. So he has 14.
That's not just for.
So once you play that, you got the character dice.
Yeah, this is. I was trying to remember because I knew you were right that the forecastle's up front, but this back here is either the poop deck or the quarter deck.
Poop deck. That's the poop deck.
Yeah.
I remember the forecastle, and I just.
Yes, that's
But I
up
remember
front.
the fore and aft, and
Correct.
Raku.
Oh, I got a 23.
it's Roku.
This little thing.
Oh, that's nice.
Hate that.
Nigel.
13.
Eleanor.
14.
What's up?
Adias.
19. Is it what?
You're keeping
Shalene.
22. Thank you, plus 7. Plus 8.
So all the ones that are painted, I was just the ones that are painted up top are basically all the characters I've had in the past that have died.
Including the Fallout Bobblehead guys.
Oh, I need to have this open for
Yeah.
Well, because I was like, there's a lot of deep space, and I was like, the minis are so small, I was like, just have something bigger in the background. Yeah, I got that because we have all these like random stuff like displaying things, and they're all on bookshelves and stuff, and we get dusty all the
That's
time.
cool.
I'm like, I'm tired of dusting all the time.
All right, Roku. You're up.
Okay. So I'm gonna go see what the ruckus is. So start mode. That's not me. This is me. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Open the door.
Are you serious? You put the guy with the least movement speed, the farthest back.
It's all random, man.
Come on, man.
It's all random.
So I open the door and I take a step out, and that's as far as I can go.
Okay.
Dash!
Yeah, you can
Their
dash.
password for the Wi-Fi?
Evo Games 2015.
I didn't even get it. I do eventually have to have it, but I don't have it right
Sounds like their Wi-Fi security is not very great.
here. Right?
No, it's not.
2015. Huh. When that was updated.
No one would guess that ever.
Right.
Like 3 years later.
Well, it's like at my work, like we normally change the Wi-Fi password every 6 months or whatever.
Ooh.
People hate it. They're like,
Fireball.
why'd you change the password? It's like, well,
I can cast Fireball.
you know.
It's
Alright, so you come out
Yes.
over there. Okay.
yeah. I worked at a place where security was really important, and they never changed the admin password. It's
What?
the same admin password for 7 years.
But
Well,
security's important.
Well, especially with like, you know, the Wi-Fi passwords, like, alright, we've had 20 employees
Wi-Fi.
leave in the last month. Like,
Alright, so you go, you are out on the decks, it's dark out, right? There's not a whole lot of moonlight, and I mean, you can hear screaming from up in like the crow's nest or whatever. You don't see anything though.
Okay. As far as I can move.
Alright.
Well, I'll take, since I'm not doing anything, I'll take another, the crow's nest up here.
Yeah, the one in the center mast, yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, I'd like to try to go up, right? See what's going on.
You want to try, how much movement do you have left to climb it?
So that was 25.
Okay.
So then I have 25 left. I don't know if you're saying this is the
Yeah.
thing to go up.
Uh-huh.
All right, so then this is 5, 10, 15 to get to it.
So you can get about like 5 feet up.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. So you are 5 feet up.
5 feet up's not so bad. I fall through that.
yeah, I would say it's like you're double.
It's like a 30-foot mast at best, so.
I was just saying 5 feet up for
Do
him.
you have
is
dark
like,
vision?
Um,
Don't have dark
I don't think so.
So you're pretty much blind. You can't see anything.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, there probably like lights on like some of the masts for the other sailors. If
They
we're
don't,
sailing at
carry,
night.
they don't carry torches and stuff like that. 'Cause
No,
that
they,
doesn't-
they run the risk of catching the sails on fire.
and it doesn't illuminate enough. You would
Yeah.
basically, you'd be marking yourself as a target for anybody looking for you, but you wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah, all I know is I hear things, so yeah, I don't have any dark vision. I was seeing.
Okay. Alright, so you begin climbing up this. And there's like rigging and stuff, so this isn't like too hard to climb it up,
Yep.
right? Alright, you begin climbing up that. Ooh, nice. Shalene, you're up.
Alright, so. Diagonal is 5, forward is 10, 15, 20. 25 will put me right next to the red die.
Which one is which
That
one?
one.
Right here?
Yep. And then I've got 120-foot dark vision, so do I see anything up at the top?
Up at the top?
Yeah, where we heard the noise from.
You don't. You don't see anything up there. I mean, there's the lookout, right? And he's like gesturing frantically over here, right? He's looking in that direction, just kind of like pointing that way, screaming.
okay, so
that's,
no idea.
you know.
So let's see, 20. I'll move 10 more feet that way. Do I see anything? Well, I mean, I would have went straight that way.
But you got to hear that you looked up and you saw him pointing that way.
Right.
So at this point, your decision is made.
There's a
What,
pole here, so yeah, go ahead.
Oh, is the pole taking up all 4 squares?
no, you're in that part of the square right there.
Right.
Oh, I got you.
I could have went straight ahead
I
10
got-
feet.
I got
Oh,
you. I
yeah,
got you.
yeah.
Give me a better view over
Yeah.
the side there. Do I see anything over the side there?
You don't.
Well, I'll make another movement and go up to the side rail and start scanning around.
So you're standing on top of the trapdoor that leads down.
I'll go
Wait,
one more.
Okay.
And I'm
Over
gonna
here.
start scanning around, looking.
I mean, you can see churning water down below.
All right, so I'm looking for like either a dragon's head, a dragon turtle's head, a
Right.
snake, tentacles,
Right.
anything.
Right. You see churning water down
That's
below.
it. Okay. Well, let's...
And you double move back to get there?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay. Ideas.
So 5, 10. This is the stairs to go up to like where the. this
Correct.
is,
Stairs right by the
Yeah,
door.
right. These ones too, yeah.
Oh, that goes up?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 5, 10, 15, and then I'll go like on top. So it's
20, 25.
25, and then 30. Do I
Sure.
see anything anywhere? I'm just gonna ready Eldritch Blast for a any kind of hostile creature.
Okay, you have already blast. Eldritch Blast ready. Okay, at this point, these trapdoors kind of open up, and some crew members kind of spill out. They have like sabers and scimitars and other weapons at hand.
Crew members that we've seen on a regular basis.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
this is friendly.
Yes, correct. They kind of spill out, weapons at hand. They have no armor on or anything. Some of them, a couple are completely naked. Apparently they sleep this way, right? And they kind of spill out, and they're kind of looking around. What's going on? What's going on? And they see you guys all positioned. They're kind of looking to you for instructions. I mean, they see you guys as the experienced like warriors on the ship.
Spread out. Prepare yourselves for combat.
All right. So they begin to like kind of move about a little bit, you know, like that or so, readying themselves. And blue, nice.
You're my boy, Blue.
So
No, I still
over
have it.
here, so from your vantage point, you and you alone
Okay.
can see something.
I'm up on the second floor here as well.
Oh, you okay? So
Because I'm not in that room. I'm
so you two see a huge creature that looks roughly like that. Burst out of the water.
Oh!
Burst out of the water, and two of the things
Oh no.
grab
Oh, great! We're fighting a kraken.
these
That's awesome.
two, and these guys get yanked off the deck. And these guys are screaming, and it plunges back into the water, and then you don't see anything.
when it pops up, do I get my Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
That's your way.
Yes.
You got 3 of them. Nice.
Plus 9, so my lowest is a 15.
Yes. So wait, 15? 15 hits.
Okay, so I got 3 hits. 9, 11's 20, 32.
32 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't you
This
have to
music.
add your charisma modifier?
Music's got intent already.
What's your charisma modifier?
5. I mean, I get plus 5, so.
You'd add 15 to the 28.
No, I was adding that already, so that's 10, 18 plus 15.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I was adding it on the fly.
Oh, okay.
rather than-
I heard you say 28. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You shortchanged yourself a lot.
That's probably actually easier if we just add the numbers and add 15. Well, yeah.
Type when Trevor gets here.
Did you
He's
do a
gonna sit
password
over
for
there.
that? Did
That's
that
where
work
the
for you?
other empty chair is.
Did that password work for you?
Yes.
Is it capital E or something?
No, Evo Games 2015 all
Oh,
over.
Evo Games.
All right. So you Eldritch Blast, right? One of the that rears up, and your blasts slam into it, and it drops. I mean, there were 5 of them.
Okay.
Let's be clear. There were 5 of them that came up, and you hit one of them. 2 of them grabbed the sailors, and one of the other ones, your Eldritch Blast slammed into, and the thing kind of drops lifelessly back into the water. So it looks like you destroyed one of them,
Okay.
and then the entire thing kind of sinks back into the water. Galanor.
Going to come out and go on top of the poop deck. And ready in action to Eldritch Blast whatever he sees that's a threat. And he's gonna go up the stairs onto the... He's got 30 feet of movement.
You want him to go up the stairs?
Yeah, onto the poop deck.
Who's here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And then he'll ready in action to cast Eldritch Blast on the first time he sees.
Okay. Nigel, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna move out of the room. It's 5, 10. Well, I can just move 5,
Yeah.
10. And then
15. This is 15.
15. And I'm gonna go upstairs as well. Is moving through friendlies.
Yeah. So
difficult
20,
terrain?
25, 30, you can't get past there.
You can go towards the other stairs
You could.
and get ready to go up those stairs.
Well, actually, I'll just come out of the room. And at this point, like, all of my comrades can hear me, right?
Yeah.
So I'll give them Mantle of Inspiration.
Is that the temporary hit point?
Yeah.
11.
Yep, you get 11, and if anyone wants to move, they can move.
If you want
at some
to.
point.
Oh,
Use
yes.
your reaction to move, right?
Yep.
I will.
Does that use my reaction?
Yeah.
Okay. But I'll take your like abilities.
I'm gonna move up the
5 back
stairs.
down.
Okay.
10,
I'm gonna go.
15,
There's
20,
a bathroom
25.
Okay.
Yeah, all the way down there, and then in the little hallway.
Okay, I see.
I'm gonna move 30 feet up the stairs onto the poop deck back there,
Eleanor.
15, 20,
and then I'm gonna go like by the rail.
25.
Yep, and then that way I can look at both sides because now I'm up high enough. And Delanor is going to move.
You're not. I mean, if something comes up onto the poop deck, you'll be able to see it. Or if something surfaces over here, you'll be able to see it.
Would I be able to see it if I went more instead of going that way? If I would have went towards the center of the poop deck?
You'll have a better view of what's happening over the sides. Yes.
Right. So instead of being here, 20, so 15, 20, 25, whatever. Now I'm like in the center, so I can see both sides.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Delanor is going to use his reaction, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, so he can...
He's now not going to be able to see down here very well at all. Because he's elevated up here, right? And then he's in the far end, so this whole corner is blocking his line of sight.
Is there anything up here that he can stand on?
No, there's like a, what do you want to call it? The steering
Yeah, the
wheel.
wheelhouse. You could be able. I mean, the wheelhouse is usually 4 foot by 4 foot. Could you
It's a
stand on
steering-
top of it?
It's just a steering wheel, dude.
Okay. Well, then he'll be over. I mean, he knows they attacked this way, but he also knows they came up that way. So.
But what I'm telling you from here, he has no line of sight to down here.
Okay, so if he stays right there, will he have line of sight? He's just trying to get out of the way of the stairs because he knows these people are probably wanting to come up.
He'd have line of sight, but there'd be some cover because he doesn't have a really good. Moving right there. From there, he has a really good shot here.
Okay, that's what he does.
Alright, so that was my bonus action.
So you get to move from that?
No, because it's whoever hits. But when you move there, do you see the thing to take your Eldritch Blast
That's what
already?
Do I see anything?
Oh, but you can't because you used your reaction to move. Never mind.
But I had an action ready if I saw an enemy to attack.
That uses your reaction.
Yeah, uses reaction.
So you no longer have a reaction to use an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
But you don't see anything anyway. So continue your
Alright,
turn.
so bonus action then. As my action, I'm going to start playing my instrument. I'm going to cast Fly on myself.
Alright. Nigel is
And
now
then greater
concentrating on
invisibility.
fly.
And
That's like 1 hour.
I think
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah, fly's only a 10-minute spell.
Alright.
I think I still got a little movement left, right? Because it went 5, 10, 15. I got to here.
When he casts fly, doesn't he pick up the movement base of the fly then?
What's the fly give you? 60 feet?
Yeah.
Is it
So how much have you used so far?
15.
So then you would still have 45 left.
Alright, I will fly, let's say 30 feet up.
You're going 30 feet up?
Yep.
Alright, Nigel goes 30 feet up.
And
Cool.
can I see anything from this high?
No,
Not on either side.
no.
Alright, yeah, then I'll use, what, 5, 10. No, I'm gonna stay there. I'm staying.
Okay. Okay, Nigel's staying there. And over here, everybody's up on the poop deck now, right?
Except for me.
Oh, you're over here.
Yeah.
Okay, well you'd be able to see this from where
Okay.
you are.
Okay.
So everybody sees a huge creature with 5 dragon-like heads
Oh, Hydra.
protruding from its massive body, burst up out of the water. And the two of the heads grab these sailors and pull it down into the water, where it disappears under the surface.
Motherfucker.
So clearly, so there was 5 heads. So this is presumably a different one than the one I saw earlier.
I mean, it was on the other side of the ship.
Okay. Maybe someone. I don't know. Just making sure.
You guys are welcome to discuss.
I have a potion of water breathing left. I'm thinking of drinking it and going in the water after this thing.
I'm already going in the water after him.
Well, you can't. I'm sorry, we can't all turn into sharks.
I'll say I can polymorph you.
It's a killer whale, sir.
Oh, that'd be even better.
It's
a what?
Shoot
Killer
spells.
Even better.
Try to stay safe. Try to not die.
So greater invisibility?
Come on, fly.
You're flying. You can't cast greater invisibility now. Unless you drop
True.
your fly.
And then you fall, and then you
It's-
lose concentration on your.
It's Nigel's
greater-
new evasive maneuvers.
Fly?
He's testing it out.
Alright, so.
And the network here is super questionable. I'm loading in.
I hope Trevor's having fun at his
More.
party.
Memorial?
Memorial.
Oh, is that what it is?
Okay.
Hope Trevor's having fun at his party. His memorial? Oh, never mind.
Not as much fun as all that.
Good job, good
That's
one
one
there,
for the
Luke.
video. That's one.
Hey, you hear that, Trevor? Have fun at your party, buddy.
All right. There we go. Everyone roll initiative.
I'm gonna try to cast. Do this after. You got a 14.
Woo.
8 is a 22.
So I need to
I'm looking into that.
individual place.
Shalene. Shalene.
Yes, hold on. 15 plus 8, 23.
Roku.
18.
Nigel.
18.
You probably want to delay your turn as well.
Adias.
22.
Dalinor.
20. Can he cast polymorph yet? No. Oh, he's paladin. Oh, he really mix those levels up.
Woo. Your dice are rolling awesome, dude.
You're welcome.
All right.
I gave him that set of dice. I brought him back from Gen Con for him.
Shalene.
I am going to delay my action until after the
What's his name?
Adias.
Adias, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to cast polymorph and do a giant hulking crab into him and to Dalinor.
Okay, so Adias. Polymorph. And that's in like 1 hour, so it'll be 3 a.m. And you're concentrating on that.
Yep.
So.
Dan, you're gonna hide so you don't get hit.
Stand like the center of the ship. Hopefully one of those things can't get to me.
So Diaz is concentrating. Nigel is concentrating.
Trevor is now on his way from Hull.
Cool.
Nice. How big is a giant crab?
45,
It is huge.
40
Huge.
minutes.
At least 40, 45 minutes depending on traffic.
Yeah.
So this is. Who's one of them?
Me.
You? That's you, right?
You know?
Giant crab.
Yep.
And who else?
Dalinor.
Dalinor.
So
And
basically you get to control 2 crabs.
Yes.
You should grab another huge while you're down there.
Killer whale's huge?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you were saying that once you got the next level.
I'll take it to the next level. That's what I needed. I forgot. That was the other thing in a 9th level's ability to be CR3. So.
Yeah, I
I
got
don't have this many huge things.
You don't have anything with a circle?
No, these are the ones I got. No, these guys take up 6 squares.
Level 12, what do I get?
You could just put Dalinor's mini in the center of it. If that'd make it easier for you, so you don't have to.
It's alright, it's alright.
Deal with the T-Rex tail.
Alright, there we go. So you cast that, and these guys turn into these massive giant crabs.
Yep.
And that's both of your guys.
Yeah.
So you have the stats for
I do
them?
right here.
Okay.
That's why I figured make it easy. Turn them both
Yeah.
into crabs.
Alright, cool. And so that's a DS.
Yep.
Shalene.
Okay, I have a movement of 30. I am going to 5, 10. Is that one out of the water?
What's that?
Is that one actually out of the water there that you guys
No,
say?
it went back in.
Okay, so I'm gonna scuttle over the ship and
Just jump off.
Yeah.
Alright, you jump off into the water. I mean, it's right under the water.
Okay, so
Yeah,
now
you're right next to it now.
Now I'm going to attack it.
Alright.
Let's see. Here we go. I have multi-attack, 2 crab attacks. First attack does a 14 plus 7, 21 hit.
Yes.
Okay, 20 damage.
20 damage.
And he is grappled. And the second attack would be a 17.
Hit.
Okay, so another 20 damage.
Right. So you just got 2 claw attacks, is that it?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so you grapple him with one claw, and then your other claw goes out, grabs it around the neck, right? And then it squeezes, and the neck just is severed. And the head kind of like breaks off and floats down into the water, blood spews out. It's down
Dude, it's
to
got 4 more.
It's down to 4 heads.
Reaction. Would I... Could I have used my reaction before he polymorphed me or not?
Sorry?
Could I have used my reaction to make a roll to find out what these things are, what their weaknesses
You
are?
can use your reaction now
Okay.
with your intelligence, using your stats of a polymorph creature.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
3!
Alright,
We're
so
not talking about
this one right here. The first thing that you notice
Its head starts growing back.
is the stump of its head.
2.
2 more
Yep.
come out of it.
Yep. I didn't want a DS poly or Dawn or polymorph because he was going to fireball.
Oh.
And all 6 heads
Attack me.
attack you.
Awesome sauce. Bring it, bitch. I got armor class and decent amount of hit points.
20?
That's a hit.
What is your armor class?
18.
18? Okay. So there's 1, 10 points. So each hit is at 10 points of damage.
Okay.
So that's 1 hit. Miss. 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 Critical hit. So it'll be 10 plus 3.
So 13.
And I think I've got 1.
You got one more attack.
One more attack. Hit.
So 23 more, so 33. Okay. Okay. Do my temporary hit points affect that? The temporary hit points transfer over?
The damage comes off your temporary hit points
Okay,
first. But you took 33 points of damage.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But I had 11 temporary, so.
You're correct. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
Wait a minute, did you roll disadvantage on those? Because it's grappled.
Grapple doesn't give you disadvantage. Restrain does.
What's grapple do for? Just reduces its movement.
Yeah, reduces movement.
So does he start to sink to the bottom?
No.
How's he stay afloat then? He can't swim.
Swimming.
How? His movement is 0.
That you're holding them.
Yeah, but you're holding him up.
You're rolling up.
But I'm not moving other than grapple. So it's a legitimate question though. I mean, if movement is 0, and especially in this case where we're both in water, I'm clearly not trying to swim. I'm just trying to pinch, pinch, pinch. If my movement is 0 and then his movement all of a sudden becomes 0 because he's grappled.
An aquatic creature doesn't just sink to sink.
Right, but they would have to have some sort of lateral movement to stay in position. Otherwise, they're not just going to float in one spot.
Okay, so if I were to, if you're standing on ground and I grapple you, does your legs break and you fall and you can't, and you're on the ground swimming, or are you
there's a
able
good
to
chance
hold,
I'm going to go to the ground if I'm grappled. Yes.
you're able to hold your position on your feet and keep fighting?
Right, but I have something underneath me in
It's
the
kind
water.
of like he's treading water.
Yeah, he's treading water.
Like,
He can't move around.
move around.
He's
but
not-
he's-
Regardless, what would happen is it would start sinking, and then you'd have to choose whether or not to keep it pulled up, or you would have
Yeah.
to let go of your grapple, and then it would just stay where it was anyway. So,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's kind of. I just said you're holding it up, if anything.
yeah, I mean, you'd have to let go of your grapple
Yeah.
or sink with it. I guess.
There are no specific rules that address aquatic
Right.
creatures being grappled, and I'm saying that an aquatic creature is not going to just sink because it gets grappled.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to say. It doesn't make sense for it to do so.
Okay.
What about a bird, though?
A bird?
A
There
flying
are rules about being grappled and flying and
Flying.
falling. There are specific rules that address that, yes. And they would fall. Yes. Alright, so you got that guy. And Dalinor.
Jumps into the water to go after the next one.
Same thing. Alright.
He's going to attack the body instead of the heads.
Going after the body?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you want to single out a target, it'll be rolling at disadvantage.
That's fine. Plus 7 does a 15 hit.
Yes.
Okay. 20 points of damage.
What's that?
Ooh, damn. That's going to be a hit. I lost out on a critical hit because of the disadvantage.
Okay.
But 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Alright, so 2 and he's grappled, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you have him grappled.
Around his body, not a head.
Yeah, yep, no heads are getting severed because you're specifically targeting his body. Yes. Alright, and the head that did get blasted off regenerates and it now has 6 heads.
Yep.
And
Keep a track, please.
they are...
They both have 6 heads.
Yeah, they both have 6 heads now. And they are coming after you. Just pile on. You are the most prevalent target.
The only target.
Miss. There's a hit. Miss.
Plug.
How much
Miss.
is it?
Miss.
How much damage?
40 to each of them.
I only got 1 hit out of that for 10 points of damage on Dalinor's crab.
Okay. So the one on Dalinor's taking 40 points of damage to the body. The one on me has taken 20 points of damage. I guess it
Roku,
wouldn't make
you're
a
up.
difference because the head regenerated. So
So you took damage from Eldon, but you
she's
should
got
have
1 hit point
yeah,
left.
1 temporary.
Yes.
So, I will assume the shape of a killer whale.
So is this a bonus action for you to do that?
It is, I think it's just a regular action.
Are you circling the moon?
Circle of Moon.
Well, no, I'm circling the moon, it's bonus
Bonus
action.
action.
It's bonus action, so I will jump in.
So wait, are you jumping in first?
I
Or
am-
afterwards.
Okay, so I have to jump in first and I'll flop around on the ship.
Okay, so make sure.
Yeah.
But he can jump,
Jump
off in
in
midair.
That's kind of what I'd
Yeah.
like it to be,
Mid-
cinematically
Okay,
speaking.
midair turns into a giant whale.
Yeah.
And it totally flops into the water.
Killer whale.
All right, into the
Second
water.
mark.
Does any water splash up on the ship?
Oh, yes. Tons of water on the ship.
Luckily, I'm flying. My ropes don't get wet.
Alright.
Your
So
bush
that
guy,
was bonus
Speaking of
action, you're a
I
killer
did-
whale.
I was cleaning you up with prestidigitation.
I will attack.
every single day.
Oh, I also made me and you both made the ship look immaculate with
Nice.
He's
prestidigitation.
like, we're using prestidigitation all day long. This ship's gonna be
I
spotless.
have to do this at disadvantage because I don't want to bite off one of the heads.
Okay.
That's bad.
Do you know what's you haven't seen the heads regrowing. It's been in the water this
I
whole
saw
time.
one get its head blasted off.
Right. And now you have the intelligence of a killer whale.
I also have the.
No, he has the intelligence. He's
Oh,
a druid.
he keeps his
I'm
own.
a druid.
He has his own intelligence.
Okay.
Am I smart enough to know that it grew 2 heads back where one used to be?
I don't know. It's only been 6 seconds of combat.
Probably not, unfortunately.
I'll just take that.
Take 2 heads out, we get 4 more.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. So that should. I think it was the plus 8. It's 5, so 16.
16, that's a hit.
Holy shit!
12, 18, 20, 25, 26, plus 4, 30.
30?
Yep.
Yes, so much more damage.
Alright.
What's that?
So
So much more damage.
your teeth chomp down, rip off one of the heads.
Yeah.
And 5 heads remain.
Right now.
Nigel!
For the moment.
Alright, I can see these creatures now, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm 30
underwater.
feet up in the air.
You can see their basic shapes and stuff, but it's totally dark out. They're underwater and whatnot. So I'm gonna give them like probably cover from you if you're trying to shoot them at all.
But I can see, I know they're there.
Yeah, you.
I just
can
have,
see-
I have
yeah.
line of sight is what I'm asking.
Yes, you have line of sight to them.
Cool. Alright, bonus action, I will give the killer whale bardic inspiration. Can that happen? And then I'm going to.
How do you inspire a whale? Just out of curiosity.
I mean,
Could you
have
in-game
have you ever
in-game
seen,
tell me how you do this?
Free
I
Willy? Have you ever seen Free
Oh, you're going
Yeah.
like this. You're
Free
going.
Willy! Yeah, he's doing no!
So yeah, I'm free willing all over.
Alright.
I was gonna jump over the ship.
So yeah, you have a D8 stuff.
Didn't it get upgraded to the D10? Any level
Uh,
or something?
probably.
Maybe not. I thought it did last time.
Most people know my
Everything
character
at
better
12
than I
is
do.
just ASI.
Yeah, it's a D10. Sorry.
All right.
And then I will I will cast Hideous Laughter on this one.
That's a concentration spell. You will lose your flight.
So but I'd float down, right?
I believe so. But you would still lose your flight.
Alright, I'm going to Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna aim all 3 beams at this one.
Alright.
But I'll roll at disadvantage so I can just aim at the body.
Understood.
Well, actually, I don't think Nigel would know that. Well,
You can't see the head, so...
You can't see clearly enough to see the one meter itself.
Alright, so I will...
In fact, one of the heads is missing, so he only would see 5 heads if he could see the head, so...
Can I see them enough to try to do a check to figure out what it is? Like what kind of creature it is?
Sure.
Arcana check.
Alright.
I mean, you saw it came up when you blasted it the first time, so yeah.
Well, I didn't blast it, but somebody.
Yeah, I blasted it.
Oh.
My first spell was
He
fine.
he wasn't in the air.
You have not actually got a good sight of it.
I don't, well... You
No,
went
he was
before
up on
me.
the deck when this one came out.
Did you get a good
Yeah, you showed
line
us
of sight?
everyone. You said everyone saw it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
No,
you've seen it well enough. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, so I'll try to Arcana check to see if I can figure out what this thing is. Nice roll. 16.
A 16. You do recognize it as a Hydra. I will allow you to choose one statistic of it that you would like to know.
Can I have the options again?
So you can know its armor class, its hit points, a weakness, a strength, resistances, immunities.
I'll go with weakness.
A weakness.
Yeah.
Fire prevents its heads from regrowing if it takes fire damage.
Alright. And Eldritch Blast is just like
Force damage.
force damage.
Yep.
Alright, I'm just gonna try to Eldritch Blast it right in its chest though. Do I know that its heads regrow?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try to aim for its
Okay,
body.
so we disadvantage on your attack roll.
Alright, so it's 3. Plus 8, I think. 10?
Miss. Miss. Miss.
16 doesn't it?
16.
No, it does not hit.
Alright. And I think I'll fly a little bit higher, so I'll fly 60 feet up in the air.
Alright. Nigel goes to 60 feet in the air.
Let's make sure he can't be hit.
And after Nigel. Alright. These sailors hit run back below decks. Screaming.
Yeah.
Screaming about like dragons. Like multiple dragons. And they're gone.
As a reaction, can I scream something to them?
Sure, use your reaction.
Yeah. Do not fear! The Sword Coast Guard is here. We will protect you.
They're still screaming.
Just
as
not
they
the 4
run.
dead ones.
Hey,
Not the 4 dead ones.
We don't know they're dead.
Well, they're not in the mouths
Alright,
anymore.
Star.
Everybody discuss.
yeah, they could be. So,
I think I'm gonna keep flying as high as I can.
I think.
What's range on your Eldritch Blast?
Who's this
120
one?
feet.
Stay 120 feet above.
That one's
I think I was gonna do that.
Is this
and
you?
then-
Oh, that's you. Okay.
I'm gonna come fireball.
And then
So,
I'm going to try to pull it up out of the water so the fireball actually hit it. But no, here,
you,
no, that
yeah,
won't
you,
make a difference.
you already said
We're gonna
you
do
could
like
hit.
120
Magic
feet
fire
up.
or whatever.
and then release fly, and then I'll gradually like just fall it down. I think that's how
You'll
it
hit
works.
terminal velocity in one round.
I think when you cast
Oh no,
fly,
because you're floating, so that won't make a difference.
Right.
There we go. When the spell ends, the target, if the target's still low. Oh, it falls.
Yeah, I thought we looked at this last time. I'm pretty sure
So you just fall?
He just falls. He doesn't float.
Nope.
Nice. Cool. Keep going a little higher.
I think levitate.
Go a little higher.
Levitate.
Yeah, levitate is the one you'll just float.
All right, roll initiative.
Oh, this time.
Diaz.
Nigel rolling.
Diaz.
Oh, 26?
Shalene.
Oh, wow. 14.
Dalinor.
6.
And remember, we're using giant crab statistics. And you no longer have alert or anything like that.
Okay, so Delanor's is now at a 5, or excuse me, 4.
Okay.
And I would be at a 5.
Hi. Alright, awesome.
Gotta go off neck
That doesn't
1.
make me feel so bad.
Roku.
7. I was like, man, I got bad. Oh, never mind.
Alright, Nigel.
Roku! Is that what the animals knew?
Oh, I got 6.
Initiative? Because you go off the whale or shark or whatever, the giant whale's dexterity.
That's true. I forgot about that too. It's a 3.
So now you feel worse.
Because the crab still is ahead of the whale.
You're at the bottom, buddy.
You already put you at the bottom.
Alright, here we go. Now my Hydra's gonna be awesome. Woo!
Your Hydra's got a 1, baby!
Your dice are rolling really well.
Roll hot.
Alright.
I'm on
Fun to get yourself a dice tower.
Nice.
And sailors. Woo!
They're hiding, it doesn't matter.
I'm at it.
They're probably dodging.
Alright, Diaz, you're up.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Fireball!
Fireball.
You can't hurt me, don't worry.
I'm going to use careful gassing. You automatically make your save on
Oh.
Fireball.
Alright, so.
that's right,
What's my
paladin.
save PC?
17.
17. Alright.
So,
It's a pretty cool feat.
half damage on
It's not a feat, it's a sorcerer thing.
Yeah.
I spend sorcerer points to do it. You have a bunch of d6s.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
How many do you need?
Jeez.
8d6.
There's 5.
5, 6. Can I use 2?
Yep. Good time.
What page feats are on?
5, 6,
By the equipment section, I don't remember the page number.
18, 12, 18, 23, 26, 27.
Yep.
Alright. Your fireball goes down. Explodes on it.
27, half, 14.
And then...
Why are you- He did careful casting. Doesn't that
So I automatically pass my saving
Yeah,
throw.
yeah.
And you take no damage.
No, you just you pass
Pretty
your
sure you
saving
just
throw.
automatically pass
I think
it.
there's not how to say
And if the spell does damage, you take no damage. I'm pretty sure you take no damage.
Guys,
That would
why
be
are you
way
arguing
better.
this one? I don't
When
know
you
if we're
cast a
arguing this one right
spell
now.
that forces other creatures to make a saving throw, you can protect some of those creatures from the spell's full force. To do so, spend 1 sorcery point and choose a number of creatures up to your charisma modifier. A chosen creature automatically makes their saving throw.
Yeah, you don't take no damage.
So it's the wizard one.
Yeah.
The wizard one
could be.
doesn't
The
take
wizard,
any damage.
right. You
Okay.
can careful cast it around.
Okay, that's good. So take your damage.
Mine's not as good, but, you know,
Yeah.
Still.
Pretty alright though.
I do what I have to do.
Alright, so you throw a fireball down there.
Yeah, and then...
Hey!
Onions. Way too many onions.
What's that?
Yeah, I can smell them over here
They're not,
now.
man.
So,
Like, don't they just at the bottom?
I know, right? They tons.
They
of
wouldn't
them.
let me play
I'm
Nigel.
gonna close it up so we don't all have to smell it.
He did try and expose
Good
I
God.
would not let
As hard
Todd
as
say
possible.
Nigel.
I just feel like they're both evil, so.
One's only
Oh,
evil on
nice.
paper.
Woo!
Thanks, man.
Oh yeah, you got one.
Did you get that from the
Did you see
auction?
the individual ones? The guy was selling individual pieces.
No.
Yeah, I found that in the one corner of the pit hall.
Yeah.
The guy selling individual like terrain
Oh, I can
crate.
paint these too.
Mhm.
I
Nice.
picked up like.
Did you see
a bag,
the-
It's like
a-
Christmas.
Like a dresser.
Dude, Nigel.
Yeah, dude. There
I
was
took some of those.
I know you probably saw the
Yeah.
Dwarven Forge stuff over there, but there was another manufacturer that made terrain real similar to Dwarven Forges. Half the cost and looked just as
Yeah,
good.
that might have been the one I went to because it was like a big
Yeah.
tubs everywhere.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was
Almost-
great, and yeah, like half the price easily.
Yeah, I almost dived into it and started buying shit. I'm like, oh my god, no. By
You're
the
a
time-
giant crab right now. I polymorphed you into a giant crab. But you
so
got all your
it's
memories
plugged.
back. Just so you know.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I was
But
all
you're
screwed
disadvantaged on all saving throws. We all are.
Except for
And the
Yes.
undead orc dude wants his Morningstar and axe back.
He's a paladin, so does the disadvantage affect him?
up. Should've fell off again.
I'm not a paladin, so I just
Oh.
wasn't there.
Yeah, never mind. I forgot. You're over here.
Just puts on.
No, it has to be blue.
Did you get new dice?
I did. I got these for like $20.
Those are
Let me
nice.
see.
Nice ones.
Oh, nice.
I
Nice.
didn't expect to do
I
that.
got-
Show everybody
I got
how
new
he's
dice
got a board
too.
dice with this useless D4. Look at this. How do you read it? Like,
This is at the bottom?
right, I guess maybe. I don't know. It's dumb though.
This is Twilight Christmas. and then Ted got me these like crystal dice and crap.
Oh, nice.
I've been rolling them.
Made out of
20s.
opals, opalite.
Plus some D6s too.
Are these your fireball dice? I just used a fireball. I was like, I need
There's
a bunch
only
of
6
D6.
of them.
Oh.
I really like how readable those black and green ones are.
That's cool. These are nice.
Yeah, I like
I almost bought a bunch of these for my Warhammer.
Yeah, nice. I should throw those a few times just to make sure they're properly broken in.
So I used
Balance.
this. We played
Balance.
like a Pathfinder special, and I used this, and my first 3 attack rolls were a 1. I was just like, well, these dice suck.
That's awesome. So where were we? Diaz just cast a fireball on. So, Dalinor, you are, which one's Dalinor? This guy?
T-Rex.
Dalinor, you are currently polymorphed into a giant crab, and you are fighting 2 of these, represented by the trolls.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Okay, so
Why are we on a boat?
we still haven't made it back to Waterdeep.
Oh, okay, right.
We
Still
are
back to
we're
Waterdeep.
towing the Dragon
Towing the
Turtle
Dragon
with,
Turtle.
and we've got 6 casks of dragon blood in our hold that we salvaged from the Dragon Turtle. But we're taking the Dragon Turtle
Open
into
the cell
Skullport.
parts, obviously.
You've taken 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Your max hit points are 76.
You
As
have,
the crab.
you have
Yes.
basically you haven't taken any damage. You have one.
You have one temporary
hit
hit
point. You took 10, but it went away from your
So
temporary.
you're one temporary.
So you have one temporary hit point.
So 78. My max is what?
76.
76, and I've taken.
1. No, you haven't taken
zero.
8. You had
You have one
temporary
temporary hit point left.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've taken 0.
As
It's
a
actually
crab.
taken 10.
Yes, that's correct. You have a -1 for dexterity, so your initiative is -1. You have a speed of 30. And +7 to attack. You got 2 attacks and do 20 damage each.
Okay.
If you attack and hit, they are grappled.
And they're both currently grappled by you
Yes.
guys. So, all right. So sailors are screaming below decks, right? That
Didn't heed my warning.
they're being attacked by dragons and stuff. So screaming below decks.
Wasted my reaction.
4 of the sailors got snatched by the Hydra heads and
Nice.
pulled below the waters.
The one you're on had a head just bitten off, had a head bitten off or blasted off the previous round. It has 5 heads left right now.
And it's
Right now.
regrowing them.
And the one I'm on
You are
has
right
6
one.
heads.
Oh, Hydra.
So this one right here, its heads are kind of like charred. Stumps are charred from your fireball, and they do not regrow. And then it attacks.
So how many heads does it have left then?
The green one now has 5 heads, and they attack your crab.
How much damage did you do?
AC is 17, by the way.
17.
How much did I do? Did I do 27 or
Hit.
30?
30.
Yes. Hit. Hit.
What's the average
Hit.
damage on a fireball?
40 points of damage.
Probably
Plus
less.
1 another.
I
Yeah,
am
we
now
leveled.
myself again.
But we didn't actually.
You're
level
yourself now?
Yeah, you
What
got-
level
minutes,
do you
please.
I think about leveling you and taking all the crappy things, but
Sabotage.
So this is going to be you now.
Okay.
I'm actually surprised he didn't do that.
What?
Level him, but just give him all the credit.
I didn't want to
Bad
level him.
choices.
That's one thing I wanted to do.
Yeah, you guys
Put
can
the
level
wrong
up
mini there.
later or whatever.
Yeah.
Better.
You put the
Okay,
wrong
I don't
mini
want
for
those.
me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Makes a
Yeah,
difference.
that's-
All right, now you're in the water.
Woo! Hey, where's that?
Swimming around.
Decent constitution. I can hold my breath
How
for a
many? How many hit points did you have? 'Cause I did 40. How many did you have remaining before? I
That
did
took
40?
me to literally 0 hit points as a crab.
Like dead on.
Dead on.
Okay.
Like dead nuts
Okay.
on.
All right. Cool. So you go down to that,
I can drop
and
the crab if you want.
the blue one here. I believe I was attacking you before you,
You were.
jumped in. So and you got me grappled. So this one right here. Did you guys break one of its heads off?
Yes, I did.
It had 5 heads,
Uh-huh.
so now it should have 7.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So you ripped off one of its heads with your maw. That's
Yes.
right, as the
Yep.
killer whale, and you
You're
rip
a
it
whale?
off.
I'm a killer whale.
Yeah, he's a killer whale.
Nice.
And you rip its head off, and then moments after you rip its head off, 2 more grow out of the stump, and it has 7 now. And your attack, you rip the head off and you rip the head off. Well, let's focus on you. Let's see how this goes. So we'll go on the giant crab. All 7 heads against the giant crab. How many hit points do you have left?
76.
So
No, he's got 77 because you got 1 temporary hit point.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So I have to. If I hit you with all of these, you'll go down.
Yes. Well, he'll transfer over to go back to a human.
Yeah.
So can you keep track of how many times I roll?
Yep.
I get 7 attacks.
Okay.
Hit. Miss. Miss. Hit. Hit. Hit.
All right.
Hit.
That's your
So
set.
5 hits, 2
So
misses.
50 points of damage.
Okay.
As the Hydra begins wailing on you. And Nigel.
Alright.
You're still flying, right?
Yep.
Have you fed them any candy yet? See what that does? So many heads.
I'm
Oh, Luke picked up. I got Luke a new dragon mini.
You know, I missed. Now looking back, I did misplay Nigel a little bit. When that sailor was doing all the sabotage, Nigel definitely would have given him candy and stuff.
Definitely.
I'm going to.
I missed the perfect opportunity to give somebody candy.
Nigel would not have forgotten that.
Nigel, you're a
Witch Bolt, the green one. So,
Oh, there's both the green one?
No,
A witch bolt.
That's
The witch bolt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that do fire damage?
Lightning
What's
damage.
what's the next?
So I think it's a ranged attack roll.
Best, sorcerer like
And
crap. What are they called?
okay.
I'll set this one up.
No.
Alright, so
Empowerments or whatever.
I guess
Yeah.
straight roll.
They're not
Straight roll, yep.
Those sorcerer. Yeah, those things like the twine spell,
18.
quicken. I took careful casting.
Oh,
Good.
Because
Your
I
spell
was
casting
testing.
sheet.
I saw.
Plus 8.
Plus 8. Yeah.
Yep, that hits. So what kind of which kind of
I
what
cast
was it?
fireball on him
Witch Bolt, so
and made
it's
him auto save. So.
Lightning.
Yep. So on a hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage
I guess
on each
looking
of my
back,
turn
could have
durations.
just
Alright.
cast fireball
So,
on you. I could just cast it so it didn't hit you.
So you cast this and
I
a
wasn't
line
thinking about it.
of
shit.
lightning.
To be fair, I just took their
Your
so I was thinking
concentration?
about it. I was like,
Yep.
ah!
You're not
It's
casting
alright.
that?
No, I'm just gonna Eldritch Bolt.
Okay. Eldritch Blast. Alright, now this will
Sure.
are you just blasting
I mean, I can
Yep, all 3 beams coming at him.
are you trying to not hit its heads?
Aiming for its body, yeah.
Okay, so be a disadvantage.
3. That's gonna miss.
Ooh, we got 20 on that one.
11 plus 8, 7. 19?
Yes.
Really?
I'm giving them more cover too, because they're under the water.
And that's gonna be a miss as well.
So your Eldritch Blasts are hitting the water, diffracting off, missing it.
Alright, and at this point I will.
So we're underwater. right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll start flying down, but I'm gonna fly down so I'm like over here.
Oh jeez.
Are you saying 60
Is that
feet
an
above?
enclosed room? These two back here?
Those are the enclosed rooms and
But
also
they're below.
the,
It's also the poop
decks
deck above.
Oh, okay.
How high are you up?
So I spent how much movement? 10 feet to get up to get over the poop deck. So now I'll fly down another 50, so I'm 10 feet off the ground.
10 feet off the ground. You can go diagonally, but so you're 10 feet off this
Oh.
deck.
Yeah.
All right. So you're 10 feet off this deck. All right. All right. So 10 feet off the deck. That was Nigel. Shalene.
Well, as a human now, that's all right. Flaming Greatsword. Bonus action to turn the Greatsword on, and barbecuing this SOB.
Going
Now
ready to
you
get
cut heads
within
off.
reach to it of it.
That will be a plus 10, be 15.
This is a slashing weapon underwater, so disadvantage on your attack rolls.
18.
Hit.
Okay. Is this thing looking really hurt or?
Which one is that? The green one?
Yeah.
No.
All right. And then the second attack will be a 14.
That's a miss. Can I get damage for the first one?
Yep. Sorry. $24 damage fire. Or I'm sorry, well, it was a fire attack. Do you need that split up or not? Okay. So 24 total damage.
And you've done fire damage to it. Okay.
Yes. I should have smited. God damn it. Go ahead.
You have 2 attacks, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, just do 2 attacks.
2 attacks. Okay.
I'm not hurt or anything, so yeah, I'm good.
All right. Shalene Dalinor, giant crab.
I saw, was that 2 claw attacks?
Yep.
Plus 7 to hit.
Snip, snip.
Now hold on. So keep that, but If you want to avoid getting its heads, you'll attack with disadvantage.
On its body.
You have seen its heads regrowing at this point.
So you know.
So with your
Do
crab,
Do I think it's even? Do I think even though I'm a crab, I probably don't think anything. But
you
does it
roll
look to be wounding it even though they're regrowing? Like is it still chipping away at its life
I mean,
force?
you pinch a head off, 2 heads grow back.
Okay.
So no.
Doesn't appear that way.
So whatever your intelligence is,
So I'll do a disadvantage. That was a 10.
His intelligence is 3.
3.
But even animal intelligence would know,
So
oh, this isn't hurting my
13.
enemy.
13, miss.
And then less than that. Okay.
Miss. Alright, 2 misses. Roku.
When you're grappled, does he get advantage to the attack roll?
17 and 17, so plus 4 is 21. That's a disadvantage roll. So,
Hit. You skip the 1 bite attack.
I do just get the 1 bite attack, but it's pretty nasty. So.
I think it's like 6.
5d6 plus 4.
It hurts.
So 6, 10, 14. That's not that bad. 18 this time.
18.
Yeah.
And that's the blue one.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, you were avoiding the head too?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
why I rolled a disadvantage.
Got it. Alright, so you bite into it
Do you
and
get like a swim by, kind of like some birds get fired?
I don't. But
It seems like it makes
this
sense,
so this one
Maybe
now
not
is
for
starting to
well,
look
It's not very
moderately wounded
small.
at this point. This one is looking lightly wounded.
How many heads does it have left?
The blue one has 7 heads, and the green one has 5 heads. And everybody,
I did 24 more points.
Discuss.
That one over there.
I'm going to keep attacking the green one, probably with
we get-
fireball
So this
again.
one,
Oh,
we get
this
a
time I
missing
won't hit you.
Says 9 to hit.
Yeah, I'm going to smack a hoe and smite his ass.
This is a good waterfall.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Fireball
on that
doesn't do
one.
more damage if
Try to
you
make
level
it
it
easier.
up more.
yeah, it does 1d6 per
1d6
level.
extra.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which is pretty stupid. It's
Pretty bad.
It's best to just cast at level 3
Yeah.
than burn higher level slots.
Right.
Sure,
It's not
but I
worth
mean,
it for the
I can only
extra
cast it
D6,
like
yeah.
one more time. I mean, I'm almost out of level 3, so that's.
Roll initiative.
Plus 8 back, yes.
What am I, a -1? Is that what you said?
Yes.
You might as well.
So
Adias.
12.
Nigel.
14.
Shalene.
18.
Dalinar.
12.
Roku.
8. I swear it really is a different character.
Shalene, you're up.
Alrighty, you can't double disadvantage, can you? No. Okay.
No.
I'm just gonna be swinging ideally lopping off head since it's fire damage, and that way it can't bite me and attack me.
Okay, so you're lopping off heads. Alright.
Yep. And I will smite.
Yeah, you went left.
Fuck! Another wasted 20. So it's a minus, so it's -5, so 17 total to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, so, because it does extra
Did you
damage.
say you're smiting?
I will be smiting, yes.
Okay.
Spend a second.
I was gonna say you can wait to smite till after you hit.
Correct. You don't have to declare it until
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
In fact,
okay.
I don't
Yeah.
think you can declare it if you miss.
That's
Right,
correct.
because you can't burn the
Oh,
spell
okay.
and you can't smite anything again.
So the smite does 3d8.
You guys missing.
So for my first attack,
You guys missing.
Yeah, the stupid shield, like the way it's designed, it just will not stay
oh, a couple of silly guys.
Like
6 and 6 is 12,
There's not enough
18,
content for
20,
the hole.
23, 24,
Well,
25,
that sucker.
35, 41 damage.
Pure hold up, well,
Let's find out.
melted immediately.
Alright, you lop off one of
Might
its
be able
heads.
to solder it.
Yeah.
You could probably solder it.
Does a 16
probably
hit.
true.
It does.
I
Smiting
mean, it
again.
looks gross, but you might as well stand it a little or whatever.
75, 10, 20, 28, 34, 35, 45, 51 damage.
51.
I took an extra 5 to penalty on the hit because of the great weapon fighting to do the extra 10 damage.
And lop off another head. Nigel, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to, I can see this guy, right?
See, now if I had elven accuracy and would have been able to crit hunt.
10 feet above the deck. I can see this guy, right?
I mean, yeah, you have kind of line of sight to him.
Alright, I'm going to use my instrument and cast Fairy Fire on him.
That's concentration, so raise fly.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm like,
So you want
I'll use my movement first.
Like I said,
You
move
go
down
down?
first so we don't fall.
Okay, so you go down.
Cast Fairy Fire.
And then you cast Fairy Fire.
Yep.
Alright. Dexterity
So,
save.
that's a
What's
good
the
idea.
DC?
It's going to be 16.
I made my save. So,
Useless.
no Fairy Fire, sorry.
Alright, and that's it.
Alright. Alright, blue guy.
Oh, Nigel, I forgot to tell you as well. While you were away,
So we didn't
you
sort
had
of
a
rest
dream,
anything
and
before
you
this?
did get angry.
Yeah, we rested for like 2
Okay,
days.
we all know that wouldn't have
So I
No,
probably
it
have
didn't.
these.
You should have all those spells back.
Yeah, you would have it back.
It did have it.
So this Hydra here begins
Taunting a guy.
attacking with abandon the giant crab. This is Dalinor's giant crab. And how many hit points do you have left in the giant crab?
27.
27, alright.
Here's a weird question.
Mhm.
Assuming it knocks me back into human form, can I then shield on the ensuing attacks?
Yeah, using reaction, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so 7 attacks, help me keep track here. So here's the first one. Hit.
How many do you have to hit to bring me down
3.
to human? 3?
3. Yeah.
Okay.
So stop when you get 3 hits.
Miss. Armor class is what?
17.
Hit. And that'll be another hit.
Okay.
So
So
that
that's
point is
4
30.
attacks, 3 hits.
30 points of damage. How many points did you have?
I had 27, so 3 carry over.
So
or-
3 carry over,
Yeah.
correct. The 3 carry over.
So I'm at 105 and you have 3 attacks left.
Alright, I got 3 attacks left. Which armor class?
21.
Oh wait, you turn back into
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm right.
You did.
So you have reach?
Yeah, does he have reach?
Yes, he does. I have 50-foot reach.
50 foot? Jesus.
Yeah, it's just
I guess that makes sense, but you
Fiat baby. I have
could hit Nigel, you could hit this guy.
Oh yeah, I've been hitting everybody. This is the same Hydra.
That's just one, both on both
One,
sides.
yeah. Alright.
Cracking
So the second one is your armor class is what? I'm sorry.
21.
21.
Yeah.
Wait a second. It's a hit.
Oh, shield.
Alright, that makes it a miss. How many attacks do I have left?
2. So 25 or 26.
Alright, they're all misses. Alright, so shield it up, misses, you got shield going, and that was my blue guy. So Diaz, you're up.
So 5'10". So I have 120-foot dark vision. Can I see him clearly, or is there going to be disadvantage to attack?
It's not disadvantage, I'm giving him 3/4 cover because he's under the water and you're shooting down at him. If you want to avoid hitting heads, then it's disadvantage.
I'm going to fireball. I'm going to fireball so it basically doesn't hit.
It's full to overflowing.
I'm going to fireball.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm just going to fireball so it doesn't hit him.
Okay.
Probably should have done that last time.
You can totally aim it so it doesn't
Yeah.
even hit him. Yeah.
I don't. Looking back now, I just took in this thing, so it was on my mind of like, ooh, I can use it in this
Make
Yeah, me
situation.
too.
Can I use borrow those sweet 6 dice?
Did you roll before I did?
What's the DC?
17.
Alright.
Such a nice
1,
sound.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then can I use one?
What?
Oops. Well, I
That
was
was
3.
what you read.
So 6,
Leave off the 1.
10, 19, 20, 30 damage.
30 damage! Dang!
See, it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, bunch of floors and
Does each does the Hydra itself count as a creature, or does each head count as a creature?
Let me go. whole thing is one big.
And then.
So your fireball comes flying down, hits it, incinerates.
Oh, it's dead. Yeah, I just want like that like hissing sound, like just like all that. They're just and then I'm melting. Kind of like that. And yeah, just like blood going from each one. Oh no, that's seared. Never mind. He just no.
Okay, so it's incinerated ashes. It like hisses in angry denial and then turns into ash, and the ash begins to just kind of float away on the water.
I'm gonna loot it before that happens.
It's already happened.
God damn it!
So I use 10, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. And I will be done.
Dalinor.
Sweet. So I'll move forward.
Are you no longer a crab?
I'm me.
You're a crab.
I will attack.
Disadvantage. What kind of weapon do you have?
Morningstar piercing.
Morning stars are piercing.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Crab. Okay.
Big ole head on it. Piercing weapon.
Punky on the end.
Can you
Yep.
booming blade a morning star?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. I know you can. It's just funny.
Yeah, because the green flame blade's the same thing. It's implying a sword, but yeah. And
But this is when you make a melee attack.
You should use green flame blade. Fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah. Probably.
Oh shit, Hydra. Fire attack. Like you said.
So green flame is a 17.
Hit.
I will smite.
Shield.
Shield. So my smite was it just an extra 2d8?
You're using first level spell, yes.
So I'm doing 3d8 and then
Using the second level spell?
He's at
First level spell is 2d8.
Are those M&Ms you got over there?
48.
Would you like some?
Those look really good, man.
Yeah. Did you drink that drink I brought you?
Yeah.
What are you doing, man?
Did you like that flavor?
I need a refund.
Apparently.
Electric blue.
1, 2, 3, 4.
God.
My son's one's
48
named like electric
damage.
blue.
Yeah.
And got 7.
I've seen it at Lair.
Plus 5.
They got some weird ones though.
They do. I'm like, well, what the hell? It's natty light.
Oh
He
man,
drinks
that's
natty light.
amazing.
Oh, it's 5d8. So I get my actual.
I almost got
Do
the
I get
Steel
my
Reserve
normal
Black
damage or is it
Cherry.
just the fire?
No, you get your normal damage.
Steel Reserve's Black Cherry.
1, 1, 2, 3, 4 in order.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Working my
Well,
way
he won't
up.
let me get him before
Fantastic.
Locos.
No.
16 damage.
No more of that crap.
16 whole damage.
16 damage?
You rolled 5d8.
After all of that.
Plus 7, right? Plus 7 for damage, right? So.
Wow.
Plus 5.
Or plus 5 for damage, sorry. It's
Yeah.
really,
All
really.
right. And you
5
just get that one attack? Just that one attack, sir?
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, because I use a cantrip.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's great.
I'll quicken another one because that was.
Awful.
He's dead. Roku, you're up.
Wait. I'm quickening quicken second cantrip. Using sorcery points to quicken a second cantrip. And that'll be a 20.
What cantrip did you use?
Green flame again.
Oh, okay. 20, that's it?
So I'll smite again because why not? So 5d8 again.
Smites are terrifying.
It's literally gone in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, hey, this is
12,
going good.
15,
You've already done more damage.
That's not anything.
22, 28 plus 5. That's so much
That's
better.
a lot better.
33 damage. Some fire, some radiant.
Alright, this guy is looking messed up now. And you were avoiding its heads, right?
No. Does
But he was
piercing
using-
chop it off?
Huh?
I'm using fire and I don't. Would piercing even chop off a head?
Yeah.
Okay, well it's fire damage.
Alright, so you ripped off.
Bludgeoned the head off.
You bludgeoned one of the heads. Got a big, got a big hole now. And Dalinor, Roku.
Could we maybe pronounce the name correctly? It was funny the first 90 times, but
Nah, Roku.
I don't even know your real
Yeah,
name.
it's Raku.
Raku?
Yeah, it's
Alright.
R-A. There's no O in it anywhere.
Let's just say Roku. It sounds so much better.
I like rock better.
It was funny the first. I'm 115 times. It was funny. Now it's probably not as funny anymore.
It's
Maybe
alright.
you.
It'll always be funny
Saying.
to me.
I honestly didn't know your
Raku.
Thank you.
Raku. Would you like some ragu sauce?
That's a 20 and a 9. So a 9 plus 4. That's a Oh, he has +4. Yeah, it's gonna miss. So 13.
13? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Roll initiative.
Oh,
Nice.
Yes.
Can that be used as a mount?
Nigel.
10.
Ideas.
13.
There was a whole
Eleanor.
thread about that, right?
17.
About using
Shalene.
shape as a
22.
I remember.
Raku.
Hey.
Rocky!
That's how I pronounce things.
Rocky.
9.
Hey, yo, Rocky!
9.
Rocky is better than Roku.
I did it!
You're suspending my fantasy experience by calling it Roku. Call him Rocky, that's fine.
Shalene. Who's Shalene?
Me. I'm going
Look at you way
to.
over there.
Yeah. So, quickly, do I see any other creatures coming towards the boat? I'm going to climb back up on deck, and I'm going to triumphantly announce, I have slain your dragon enemy!
So
So another lie.
I have. I killed it.
I killed it.
we'll assume there's rigging or something over the side,
Okay.
but it'll take a double move to get to the top of the deck.
Really? I'll have the ship wall.
I don't know, maybe 20 feet or so.
20 feet? Oh,
Sure.
sure.
I don't know. I've never been on a ship like this, dude.
Oh, really? Oh, they're not that high, but that's cool. Sorry, right, double move. I'm up over top of the realm right there. I will announce so that the one on this side has been vanquished.
All right, it's been vanquished. And
Give my inspiring presence to the crew members down below to, because especially if I hear them like, oh my god, we're gonna die!
So-
Try to reassure them that.
does a sailing ship not how far off the water does a sailing ship sit?
Honestly, from the waterline,
high.
on like a schooner, you're only looking about 10 to 12 feet from the waterline up. It all depends on what type of ship it is.
Okay.
A galleon, which
Yeah.
is a non-warship, could be between 12 and 18 feet above the waterline. So it really depends on what type of ship it is.
Okay. All right. Well, even if it's 15 feet, that still would be one movement to get you to the top because you're climbing.
Right, so I'd have
All
movement
right.
left.
Yeah. So let's say we just took you one movement to get to the top.
Okay. So the crew is missing. I'm presuming they're below deck. Do I hear them screaming in fright?
Yeah, there's some commotion below deck.
I will hop down below deck and try to calm them.
Okay. So you find the crew. You're trying to calm them. Okay. So persuasion check.
Sure. Everything will be okay. The Sword Coast Guard has us under control. Go to him. That gives me a 19.
A 19. All right. One of the sailors will see what it says. But what about Archibald?
Who is Archibald?
Got pulled off the deck. He was one of the guys that pulled over.
I don't think we can do anything about the fallen crew members. We will mourn them. We'll send a gold to their family. We'll send money to their family.
A gold? He had 8 kids.
We'll send them 8 gold.
Cheap bastard.
How much money does Archibald make in a week? A copper? A silver? I've just paid the man's life wages for a year.
A silver a day, man.
10 days worth of wages. That's good.
Pretty goddamn good for a dead man.
This Hydra right
Would you call that a severance package? Sorry. Okay.
This Hydra begins sinking down. It goes 30 feet down.
Can you get opportunity attacks?
Nope. 30 feet down. And Dalinor, you're up.
Is it a double move to get to him?
It would be, because you're swimming at half speed. So it would take you a double move to get down next to it.
He looks pretty beat up.
Yeah.
I'll cast Fireball.
Good idea.
My man!
Good idea.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All
Can
right.
you smite with that fireball?
So
No!
Dex save 17.
I made my save.
So
I might live.
13, 18.
32 is average damage. I might not live.
It's not 32.
I'll say.
25.
So half of 25 is
12.
12. It's alive.
Orca! You swim!
I do.
What's the range
Go
of lightning
eat it.
lure? Do you know off the top of your head? Is it 15?
I don't know.
The what?
Lightning lure.
lightning lure.
That sounds about right. He's 30 feet away from you.
So I'll swim down 15 and
Okay.
quicken a lightning lure.
Okay.
Where's my phone? I gotta look at. It's not in the
Oh, I have lightning lure. Let's see. Lightning lure. One creature you can see or pull 10 feet to you. Its range.
10 feet. I
is
can't
15.
get there.
No, its range is 15.
You pull it 10 feet.
You pull it 10 feet towards you.
Also, it'd still be 5 away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does damage though, right?
Yeah, 1d8. So it's plus. So it'd actually be 3d8. Right.
All right.
5, 11. So yeah, 3d8.
So I get a strength saving throw. All right.
But it still,
Resist the
it still
pull.
takes a 3d8
Yeah.
damage.
It doesn't say that.
One creature you can
It's like a.
It says the
Summary version.
It says the target must succeed on a strength saving throw, or
It's a cantrip. They
Oh,
don't take damage
hold
on
up.
it.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'd say
yeah.
it'd be awful strong. for
Strength. What's the
natural.
DC?
17.
17. I failed.
Sweet.
So it takes damage and gets pulled.
16.
Nice.
16. All right. Your lightning lure wraps around a couple of its heads. Electricity is like arcing up and down its body. It gets pulled up near you, right close to you, and its whole body is kind of like spasming as this electricity runs through it, and then the entire body just kind of goes limp. It just kind of like floats there in the water.
Nice.
All right. Your hydras have been vanquished.
We need another polymorph so we can go down to the bottom and search its lair.
Can I do a check to see if hydras generally have layers? Are they like a layer creature?
Who already made an Arcana check?
I did.
You already made an Arcana check, and what? Okay, yeah, do an Arcana check. See what you know about hydras.
21.
21. All right, stand by. Let's see what we know about hydras.
Yes, they do have a lair. Yes, we can swim down and get their money.
Get their money.
I'm going to come back out on deck and look for my party members and tell them
How many
we
pieces
should
of
try to
damage do I
recover
get
the
for
bodies
21?
of the fallen.
I'm not listening to you because I'm looking at his information.
You do not have enough alcohol in you. We must remember that.
Maybe he has too much.
What's that?
Maybe he has too much.
So you do know that hydras are the offspring of Tiamat, the queen of evil dragons.
Then they have a lair.
Drops of blood from Tiamat spawned the first hydras. They have an everlasting hunger. All they really care about is eating.
It's not treasure.
They're natural swimmers. They're very unintelligent.
Yeah.
Totally unintelligent.
They wouldn't collect things.
No, as far as you're aware, they only care about eating. They don't collect treasure or anything like that. So if these things, if these things lived out in the ocean, they would attack it and eat. And if there were any treasure, they'd leave it wherever it landed. They wouldn't be collecting it together.
I'd like to slice open the hydra's bellies to see if they swallowed whole any of these sailors that we could save, maybe.
All right. So are you going into the water to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're jumping into the water to.
Yeah, I'm trying to save the sailors.
You can.
If it's
Well,
possible.
we can't save the sail over here because you turned that one into
sailors.
ashes.
You're looking for sailers.
Yes.
Yeah, to see if they swallowed them whole, or they could be in their stomachs. It's only been 30 seconds since they got swallowed. If that.
Okay. All right. So you slice open. Is anybody helping him do this?
I'll
This is
help
going to
him.
take a
I'm
while.
climbing back onto the boat.
You're getting-
I'll go and help him because they said, oh, well, what about Wilford or whatever the fuck his name was?
Archibald.
Archibald.
Close.
Close enough.
So you guys are in there like slicing the gut open and like pulling out the remains.
Could we pull
and
this
stuff.
thing up on the deck of the ship to do this?
Sure. You guys want to do
I
that?
don't
Sure.
think that's a good
Yes.
idea.
It'd be a lot
He was
easier
too
to
happy
do.
about that.
It's
idea.
size huge.
Oh.
Is it huge?
It's huge.
We
No.
could pull it up to the deck rail so it doesn't sink. while we're
Or
working.
I could just keep it in.
Yeah,
my
he's a
teeth.
giant whale. Yeah, just You
While
will
you
you
do
hold
it,
it while we
yeah.
try and yeah. Okay,
Okay.
there you go.
I keep forgetting that. I'm sorry.
All right, so he's got a good hold on it. You guys are in the water. You're slicing it open, and inside, you do indeed find the remains of a couple sailors. They've been like chewed apart. They're in several pieces and stuff. You also find
Anything that would be an identifying mark of the sailors, like a ring or something to take back.
you find like 90 gold pieces worth of like coins and gems and stuff. that it must have swallowed from previous victims.
Are the remains in good enough pieces for like a burial? Like, is it worth salvaging to have a burial?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll collect them up and
Good.
at least give them a proper
I'm
burial.
gonna suggest that if you haven't. But
Okay, alright. So you have their bodies out from one of the hydras.
The other Hydra was turned into ash, you said.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
So
We can't really recover
The other
anything
hydra
from it.
was incinerated.
I want to try to somehow grab a couple vials of the Hydra's blood.
Hydra's blood, okay. So a couple vials of Hydra's blood.
And
Go ahead. Are you proficient in Arcana?
yes.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Oh, that would give me a total of 18.
So there's a good chance, and you don't know how to do this, right? But there's a chance that Hydra's blood, given the regenerative properties of Hydras themselves, could be useful in crafting either healing potions, potions of regeneration, that sort of thing.
What about a ring of regeneration?
It's quite possible that it would be useful in trying to craft a ring of regeneration.
Knowing this, are there any body parts of this creature that would be useful to try to keep?
I mean, it's possible some of its organs and stuff would be useful for that sort of pursuit.
Okay, I want to get its heart, if at all possible. And I want to try to take one of its heads off and store it and bring it with me.
Okay, so you have a Hydra head. Give me a survival check to extract its heart.
Oh, shit. 16.
A 16? Okay, you get its heart out. So you have the Hydra heart and a Hydra head. And the head is like as big as you are, dude.
That's fine.
I bring all the remains up.
So you're towing behind a dragon turtle behind the ship.
And we're going to lash the rest of the body to the dragon turtle to pull the... I will lash the rest of that Hydra to the dragon turtle, because that might be worth more money!
So at this point, the captain comes out
Yeah,
and,
that's
sees,
gonna be too much.
and sees the Hydra.
But like,
And
Captain,
his-
before
his-
you complain,
no,
another
his-
1%.
His eyes go wide, and he's like,
What did he do? I missed that part.
"Let's mount it to the mast!
We're dragging.
I like what you think, sir!
I'll be the flying Hydra!
Yes!
Not the flying Utiug!
We'll put it on the new ship!
Yes, not on this piss hole!
No,
on
the
the
new
new
ship.
ship! The
We will-
flying Hydra!
We will mount the head off the
By the
bow!
way,
No,
we're apparently
all of
buying
its
a new
heads.
ship. FYI.
We can't
One
use
off
a
of
ton
each
money to do that.
sail, man.
well,
Yes!
10,000.
So 5 heads.
Yeah, he
That's
lives
enough
up
to
at
buy.
You're keeping one.
That's
He
enough
gave
to
5,000, so
Yes.
That's enough to buy a new ship.
What is?
The 10,000 we got.
Oh.
That's all we collect.
This is like a normal sailing ship.
Plus, we don't know how much we're going to get for the dragon turtle, and now the
And
Hydra
that's what we don't know yet. Plus we were hoping.
I mean, we may or may not do it, but it's something. You know.
Alright, so you guys got your
This guy's
stuff.
the captain of our flagship, man. We have to have a nice ship for him.
We could just not have a flagship.
No, that is not option. We're the Sword Coast Guard. We have to.
Sword Coast Guard.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Hello? Coast?
Kind of
Water? It's
Like the
implied.
first time we've ever been on the coast.
I know, right?
Yeah,
We
I
need to
will.
go back for the
I'll try
dragon
and get
turtle.
some like
We need to go back for that.
like sheets or something to kind of like match the body parts up and kind of like
Okay.
assemble. You know,
So you have successfully matched the body parts to each other.
kind of just like wrap them all up and
You
ready for burial.
have the body parts.
I mean, wrap them up so yeah, easy to burial.
Alright, you got the body parts.
Maybe some
Barrel
mummies.
at sea.
Oh, we have been getting vision of orc zombies.
I told him that.
Okay.
That's how we have the disadvantage to rolls. When you
That's
came in, I was
also-
telling you how we saw the orc zombies.
That is also how Nigel got anally raped.
Oh, yes!
What?
Nigel was raped, remember, with his own instrument in his dream.
His dream.
Yeah, in the dream. Yeah.
Hey! It was his dream.
Somebody shoved a heart up your butt.
Almost thought we never heard of him.
Alright.
Because you
You
got
guys
mad
determined
because
that was Nigel's nightmare?
So
Oh,
the dude was
nightmare.
pissing you off and he wouldn't leave, so you
We
decided to
determined
play
Nigel would
badly.
just play his instrument to try to keep him quiet or calm him down, whatever, which is what
Yeah.
you do, right?
Yeah.
And so he took it from you and
Jammed it up with
Yeah.
them.
Yep. He didn't. Luke didn't say he complained in the dream, so apparently.
Probably did.
Alright,
Anyway.
so that's what happened during the night. And day comes around and you guys are heading back to Waterdeep. I mean Waterdeep should be like very soonish. The captain tells you you're very close.
Yeah, we should hit Waterdeep by the end of the day, according to the map where
He thinks by noon you will be there for sure.
Cool.
What did we decide our next step was?
I mean, to go back to Waterdeep, we can potentially maybe one of the ideas is use Eladin. Use some of this dragon turtle to help scry, to try and find out where the dragon turtle lair was, so we can get all the stuff that was there potentially.
I also
And you can thank me for level 12 because Luke said the dragon turtle was not a milestone, and I literally sat here for like 15 minutes and argued with him, and I won.
I didn't do it because you argued with me.
He gets to choose when the milestones are.
That's what I was like, we leveled up. Like, I don't remember seeing an email about this.
No.
So I'm
He wasn't going to give it to us. I'm like,
trying to find a
we were fighting
shell.
this dragon turtle. It's been trying to kill us for months.
So alternatively to this crying thing, I have commune with nature now, which lets me have a 3-mile radius.
So-
where the largest, say, deposit of gold is.
It is 11 o'clock in the morning.
When we
and
arrived?
You guys arrive to Waterdeep Harbor, and there's like, a skiff from the harbor master kind of comes out, to greet you. The captain identifies yourself. He's basically got to find out where you're gonna
He knows who we are.
more. Yeah, he recognizes you, talks to you and stuff. Notices the massive dragon turtle being towed behind you.
Good sir, we have stopped the plague upon all the ships.
He is quite ecstatic at this, and he tells you that all of the sailors in the docks will be very, very happy about
They
this.
owe us all a drink.
Spread
A
the
party,
word
perhaps.
of the Sword Coast Guard.
He indeed promises that he will spread the word that the Sword Coast Guard has once again done the city a great favor.
I turned to Nigel and like, Nigel, play him the song you wrote about this. Tell in taverns.
I tried to improvise this song. And I have no clue. I just look up what? And so
Sing for us, Bard!
I don't sing. I just play music with it all. So yeah, I'm just trying to play a song on the fly that sounds appropriate.
Okay, make a performance check.
Oh.
13.
So the harbor master, as you begin playing this song, he kind of cringes a little bit and then whispers something to the two rowers, and they begin rowing faster to get away from your guys' ship.
So the first...
You guys are going to gain one. So for factions in favor, you're going to gain 1 favor for the Lords of Waterdeep. So that should be at 17 now. So you guys dock and you're docked and stuff. Word begins to spread. You get lots of captains coming up to you, saying that meet you here, meet me at the Sloshing Boot. Meet me at this tavern or the other.
Nigel is our party coordinator. Take it up with him and,
So
coordinate that.
You guys have lots of offers of drinks on them, right? And thanks. You get so there are some official emissaries from the Lords of Waterdeep themselves that come to meet you, and they thank you for what you've done and whatnot, for having, they trade with the North, with Luskin. The Scrimshaw trade has been suffering, everything has been suffering because of the Dragon Turtle. And so you guys have done the city a great favor. And so there's lots of gratitude going around.
Need to find somebody to sell, see who would be most interested in buying the carcass and the body of the dragon turtle and the
I think I
hydra.
might know somebody in what's the place called? Underworld?
Underworld.
Skullport.
Skullport.
Okay,
Skullport.
So go ahead and make a group investigation check. So whoever wants to rolls with advantage.
So this is taking a quick step back, but were any of the captains or anyone that came up
Investigation.
women
I had a +3.
specifically
I got a +6.
surly? I'm not looking for pretty girls like Nigel, just like a warrior captain female. Were any of them?
Warrior Captain female.
That's a TV show.
There was one lady that came up who was fairly unattractive by normal means, but fairly burly. Okay, a little bit too tall, maybe a little horse-faced.
Brianna Tarth kind of thing.
Her name was Attilia.
Attilia the Hun!
Amalberga. Attilia Amalberga. She's a captain of a ship, and she kind of thanked all of you guys.
Were any of these people Lords of Waterdeep that came to see us? Were any of these people running the same groups of the people that Nigel owed money to?
24.
Do you know the groups he knows money to?
No. I think he told us. Well, I guess I don't know them, but I know he owes money to
I don't know
somebody.
that he's ever told us.
He hasn't
Yeah, but
told
they
us.
didn't tell me.
It's just 2 dudes.
Have you told him you owe 2 dudes money?
Doesn't seem like.
No.
Big.
No.
That's not something he would have told us.
Nope.
24 on that investigation.
Okay, so there are 3 options that you guys collectively know who will be interested in the dragon turtle carcass and stuff. The first one is there is a wizards academy in town called El Torchel Academy, and Dexter Ambrose is one of the representatives there, and he would probably be interested in such a thing. And the war wizards themselves probably would find a use for it as well. And Nigel tells you that there are some people down in Skullport below Waterdeep that would also probably be very interested in this, and because they're definitely very heavy black market trading of special parts of animals. and
Not
stuff
that
like
I've
this.
been hanging out in Skullport.
I don't care. I just want you to find out who we can get the most money
yeah.
from.
That was-
This is all about money.
Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, I would really like to gain more favor with the War Wizard.
Yeah, I think doing
Wait,
the war
wait,
wizard
wait.
is
You're
fine.
forgetting. We have 2 carcasses here. We can use one with one and the other with the other. We need money.
The dragon turtle carcasses?
Hydra.
Remember, we got the dragon turtle and the kraken carcass.
Hydra.
Hydra.
Or Hydra, sorry. Hydra.
Okay.
So we could maybe sell the Hydra to Skullport and then the dragon to the war wizards, and we're getting money and favor.
Or we
It's a
can
win-win.
double the favor with one of the factions. For giving
Didn't we
points or
just
whatever.
did we get a ton of money from the Dragon Turtle?
No, we haven't found its way yet.
I think we should start. My vote would be to start with the war wizards, talk to them, and kind of see.
I
what they
agree,
can offer
and see if
for
they
it.
can also help us find its lair.
Yeah.
If we don't have any success on our own. Because finding its lair is paramount. But getting money to buy a new ship for the Sword Coast Guard so we can go find its lair.
Can I, one of the Lords of Waterdeep that come and talk to us? Can I actually.
First of all, the
They
Lords of
are
Waterdeep
not even
themselves
known.
are not coming to
Okay,
talk to
sure,
us.
sure. So
It's
the
a
representatives.
Right, I'm
Service.
Yeah.
Can I ask them what would do the most good for the Lords of Waterdeep? Where would be the best place to use this dragon turtle carcass? Would it be the Academy, the War Wizards? I asked them what would the Lords of Waterdeep do with this?
Probably donate it to the war wizards.
Oh, I think we should go talk to the War Wizards then.
Donate?
Well, I didn't say it. That's what he said.
It's a funny word.
Funny word. Although, I mean, yeah, I think we go talk to the War Wizards unless anyone has anything.
What if we? So my guess is the War Wizards are gonna offer us nothing or like a favor, whereas people in Skullport would be potentially offering significant gold. What if Nigel finds out what that number would be, and then when we go to the War Wizards, we can ask for a portion of that?
I would say the only thing I would say about that is we know the last time we split up, there were assassins sent after us. Potentially those assassins are still after us because we told them we would be back with their stuff. And
Those assassins
we're not
were pushovers. I'm not worried about them.
I mean, Nigel got into an orgy, but I guess that's just Nigel got into
Yeah,
an orgy.
that's
Did you say
every night.
Nigel got into an assassin orgy?
Every night in Waterdeep for Nigel.
Fair enough. I mean,
Yeah, I'll try.
if your guys not worried about Nigel dying, I'm not worried.
I'm not worried about
Nigel
it.
dying.
If it happens,
What will we do story-wise if Nigel dies?
No.
If we won't have any plot hooks.
no, then we get to start Ravenloft adventure.
We got a knife or scissors?
I do.
You got a knife? Oh, you know what?
There we go.
I'm gonna find with whatever. I don't really care.
Yeah, I'll go to Skullport. We might as well like have some bargaining.
These are about a year old. Let's see
Leverage.
how this goes.
That is so
They're
crunchy.
dehydrated. They should be good.
Should be good
I
for
mean, I want
everyone.
to sell it in Skullport. That's not an option.
What's
That's
that?
worth knowing the market price, right? So I don't
But
wanna sell in
there's
Skullport.
always going to be a difference between black market price and normal market
Right,
price.
I'm not gonna say if they're gonna give us 10,000. I don't expect the War Wizards to give us 10,000, but it'd be good to know.
Problem is, if we go to the Skullport and start putting these feelers out for pricing, then it opens us up to somebody possibly trying to come and steal it. So we need to pick somebody to sell it to, and make that happen before something happens. Before
They're
somebody
the
else.
Sword Coast Guard. Like,
Yeah, we just pulled a dragon turtle into port. People know we have this at this point.
Right.
It's not like
So I mean, we realistically don't have the luxury of shopping it around. We just need to make a choice and go there. And
Alright, let's go to War Wizards.
I'm fine with the War Wizards.
My
Go
GPS
talk to
never
Lair.
stopped.
Well, you know, in all real, we really shouldn't take Nigel with us to the War Wizards anyways, because Lanier's gonna find him, and it seems like every time they meet, there's some weird tension
Sexual
between them.
tension there.
I'm not sure if it's tension. Whenever I've talked to Lanier, and Nigel's been in the room, the mood doesn't seem to help with him being there.
It doesn't hurt though.
She seems to take a pretty attitude when you're around.
No good thing has ever happened with Nigel in the room.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what's new?
So no, Nigel, you go coordinate the parties for our, triumphant return. Well, we go talk to the War Wizards.
I need to go talk to him there. I mean, if we're all going, why split the party up?
What could happen?
I am about to get us into some trouble.
You ain't gonna get us in no trouble.
There you go.
I don't think I have a card for Lanier. You know, as much as you guys like.
Yeah,
define
she's
Lanier,
like the main character that
and
we
I don't
talk
have a card for her.
Right.
Have you remembered what you did with her yet? This is out of game. I don't think we know. Out of game.
I think we decided what you did with her.
Yeah, there's one time. Well, it was most recently that something new happened that I didn't remember.
Oh.
But the first time we got real drunk and went to I think Temple of Torm or something, and like had sex on one of the altars and left it in like all our juices and stuff.
Oh, our Jesus.
Wow.
You could not have worded that.
Wow.
Well, you gotta quote that one on your.
You defiled the altar of Torm.
Yeah, that sounds okay.
But do
Tom loves us, it's fine.
Yeah, because I
Definitely, you have no
convinced her
business at all.
to turn invisible.
Oh, that would be the way Nigel would want to get it on. Let's go with this.
All right. So what is the final verdict on what you guys?
War
did?
Wizards.
All right.
We're gonna go talk to Lanier, Sans, Nigel.
No, he's coming.
Is he?
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Can somebody silence him?
I'll just play my instrument.
All right.
She
So
knows
you
the song.
guys travel to the War Wizards.
He knows the song.
And
Yeah,
Before we
as
leave,
we walk
ask the
up,
captain
as we
to
walk
keep
up,
an eye
I'm
on
going to
her.
try to recreate like one of the songs that Lanier and I heard during that party we had. So I'm just going to play it like as I'm walking down the hall.
so you guys are in the War Wizards Academy. Okay, going to Lanier's quarters.
Was that when you stole the diary?
I think so.
Go
That was
ahead,
before.
go ahead and do your performance check.
Alrighty. This one's going to be better. There we go. That's going to be 18.
All right, you're playing this. You're playing like a song. So, Lanier is there, and she calls. She admits you into her like outer waiting room type of thing. And she asks you, how may she help you?
We have a dragon turtle that we'd like to sell.
She informs you, yes, she is aware of the dragon turtle. Most of the city
Hydra
is
as well.
aware that you have returned with a dragon turtle in tow, and whatnot. The word has already spread to most of the city, and you want to sell it.
Sell it. And bargain for a favor as well.
I say, Lanier, we can't sell you this dragon turtle, Lanier. Like,
We're not gonna give it to her. We will sell it.
I mean, I said, like, if we donate it, like, you have to understand, like, we need to be compensated for our
If
travels.
we donate it, we need to be compensated.
So we're selling it and calling it a donation.
I'm sorry.
He's a bard.
There's this buzzing in my ear. What did you say now?
We're trying to sell the dragon turtle.
To sell it. What
Yes.
what need do I have with a dragon turtle?
We asked around and they said that you guys would have use for it. If you don't, we can go.
Dragon turtle carcass?
I heard wizards like this kind of crap. I don't know. I'm a sorcerer.
That's what we were told by the emissaries from the Lords of Waterdeep.
I suppose there might be some use for a dragon turtle carcass.
We can always shop around in
Steaks!
Skullport. Ignore him.
Steaks?
Yeah, steaks.
How old is the carcass?
I don't know. I had one yesterday. Stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Pretty good.
Ignore our small friend. He's not accustomed to civil
I don't know.
life. He's more accustomed to being out in the nature. But if you're not in the market for it, we can always shop around in Skullport.
No, I mean, I'm sure I could find
Let me show the bards and the.
Do you happen to know that spell called Silence that you can cast on our friend here? To get that buzzing out of your ear?
Lair will never silence me. I stare seductively at her.
You what?
I stare seductively at her and said she'd never silence me.
She reaches into a belt pouch and pulls out a couple things in her hand. Megan's kind of rolling them around in her fingers.
Spell components?
How much
Yeah, I think.
would you be willing to offer for the
silent
magnificent
fireball.
beast?
Which one?
Dragon
Slowly
turtle.
into a
So
different magic.
there will be research required, investigations, time at New Olam. Oh dear. And I don't even know if we have the resources. The knoll incursion to the north has been... There's rumors, mind you, that a dragon has been spotted
We've heard something
near
about those.
Rassalantar.
We may have seen this dragon, and that's on our to-do list.
No, it's not.
It
We're not
is.
equipped to take out a dragon.
2,000 gold pieces. I could probably take this.
Wait a minute. How about 2,000 gold pieces and a new ship? Sword Coast Guard must have a ship.
How about 2,000 gold pieces and you buy your own ship?
A ship is 10,000 gold at the minimum. We need enough to buy a ship.
You see, this dragon turtle damaged our other ship. It's not in really working order anymore.
You should get a better sailor.
It has nothing to do with it. The ship was attacked mercilessly by both the Dragon Turtle and the Hydra. We are in need of a new ship. So if you'd like to trade the carcass for a ship,
That might be arranged. What kind of ship are you in the market for?
Warship.
This carcass is not worth a warship.
how about a fine schooner?
It's a simple schooner.
Simple schooner. A three-masted schooner.
Promise it will
A
work.
3-masted schooner.
We're the Sword Coast Guard. If we need to get up
Some
and down the
masts
coast,
are
we need to
longer
get
than
there quick.
others.
Nigel will tell you that.
We need to be.
Some are also shorter.
I always thought.
Nigel always says something about it. Size doesn't count. It's how it's used.
Nigel's
Nigel's never said that. That's not something Nigel would say, actually.
Well, she makes the comment. That's what I would have said to her. I mean, a stout two-masted schooner would be fine. One that could haul a sufficient amount of cargo.
How many masts was on the one we just had? Two?
Two. So at least a two-masted. And some assistance, perhaps, in maybe locating the lair of this dragon turtle, so we can go and make sure maybe there's no babies there that could grow up and cause harm to the shipping lanes or to Waterdeep.
So you want a boat plus magical services. Scrying services nonetheless. That's one or the other, my good sir.
I'll take the boat.
While
Take the boat.
while they're chatting, I'm just spending this time I'm still playing the song from that night, and I'm going to do enthralling performance to see if I can get Lair to
Oh my god, it's been a job.
lock like me. What's nice about this
What
one?
does this do?
So, you perform for at least 1 minute. You can attempt to inspire wonder in your audience by singing, reciting a form of dancing. At the end of this performance, choose a number of humanoids within 60 feet who have watched and listened to all of it, up to a number equal to my charisma modifier. Each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against my DC or be charmed by me. While charmed this way, the target idolizes you, speaks glowingly of you, and anyone who talks to it, and it hinders anyone who opposes you. Although it avoids violence unless it's already inclined to fight on your behalf. This effect ends after 1 hour if the target takes any damage, if I attack it, or if it witnesses allies attacking some of its allies. If it succeeds on its saving throw, it doesn't know that I tried to charm it.
Wait, if it doesn't succeed?
If it does,
If it does
Does
succeed, it
not know
doesn't
he
know.
tried to charm it.
But if it fails and gets charmed, it will know he charmed it.
Yes.
well, it'll know it's charmed. Doesn't mean that it's charmed by me.
Well,
Because I'm not like casting a spell. I'm just like playing my instrument.
but your reputation doesn't.
Hypnotic
precede you.
music that's
Yeah,
that
right.
everyone really notices taking hold.
Right.
Alright.
Most likely she'll pass her saving throw
Are you
anyway.
just choosing her?
Should choose everyone, honestly.
I mean, you're choosing
I will-
your charisma mod, right?
Charisma mod is going to be 4. So yeah, I will choose everyone except Eleanor.
That's good, because I was really not looking forward to failing.
So
what kind of saving throw is it?
Wisdom saving throw of 16. Tired of my party members talking bad.
Everyone
about
around me gets a +4.
I'd say I passed.
I dropped an 18, plus 10, 28.
No, I
32.
did because if it's +4, I'm gonna be okay. So I got a 16.
Do I get a plus
Because I
one?
got
What's it save?
Huh?
What's your
Yeah.
save?
16.
I'm an ally.
Then yes, you would. You get a +4.
Okay.
I do consider you an ally.
What's DC?
16.
Okay. All right. How did you do?
Oh, I got like a
Everyone passed.
Everyone passed.
Everybody passed.
Yeah.
I
He
barely
passed
did.
barely.
Barely, but I did. Yeah, that's what I needed.
I feel like this happened last time. I'm gonna keep
That
doing
is the
this.
number I
One
needed.
time, everyone's not gonna pass.
Well, you gotta realize
I
if
would've
they're like within X amount of
Yeah,
distance
4
of
plus
me
4 is 8.
or
Lair.
those
That's
mountain,
16.
Lanier rushes over to you, takes your hand, and begins slapping kisses on it, and says, "Nigel, I'm sorry for my coldness. Please forgive me."
I would say, Lair, worry not, my love. It was the influence of my party members that, must have misguided you with their sayings of.
So now, I don't know that
Speak of
Nigel tried to charm
silencing
me.
None of
but,
us.
No, I don't either.
Right. Can I finish?
You know,
I know he doesn't charm me, but I did notice Nonera just flipped on a dime and ran over him. Can I tell that she has been charmed?
I think the way this is worded,
Yeah.
nobody knows anything's going
Exactly.
on. This feels like one of those things where because it says if you fail, you don't know.
Right.
So I think the spirit of this is that you just don't know.
I agree.
Right, but that's if it's used against you. I don't know that he tried to charm me.
I'm saying that nobody knows that charming is going on with this.
You can certainly think it is unusual.
Right, I mean, she's just like, I hate this, and he starts playing, and it's like, I love you, Nigel!
he's
I mean,
been
it's not
playing the whole time.
strange.
Yeah,
I mean,
not-
we were
like,
playing
whole
since we
time.
walked
I mean,
in.
Is this in throwing performance?
just saying, I think it's not strange
yeah.
to be strange. But,
All right, so she is taken with you once again.
So, and then I'll say,
So a ship is it?
a ship is what we need.
Worship.
Galleon.
Worship. A galleon at the minimum. With a crew.
we
We don't
have,
need a crew.
yeah, we have a crew.
We don't
But
have,
a
well, we can recruit.
a modest warship would be nice. Something that
Warship.
we can, at least something that's worthy of us protecting the Sword Coast, because we are the guards of the Sword Coast.
Sword Coast Guard.
Circus card.
I might be able.
I'll grab her hand and I'll say, I'm sure the war wizards can find it in their deep coffers to assist the guardians of the Sword Coast.
Have you seen how much a scroll costs? Their coffers are pretty deep.
Yeah, I know. We probably have already paid for the damn gun.
Can I do
We'll don't like the
can I do
Hydra
it?
too. She can have both.
Persuasion. yes.
Persuasion?
Persuasion.
Do I get advantage because she likes me now?
Yes.
It's gonna be like 30.
Nice.
Alright, it's gonna be, is that 16? 16 plus 12.
28.
28. She says, Nigel, my love, for you, anything.
And I'll say, it's not for me. It is for Waterdeep.
And the Sword Coast
It
Guard.
is for the entire Sword Coast.
And then she says, she whispers to you, she says, meet me at Torm's Delight tonight. Out of sight.
Alright.
Alright.
So Nigel's gonna Nigel's gonna fuck for our benefit. Yes!
And 2 steaks!
I am absolutely useless in combat.
Yes, 2 steaks.
But out of combat!
So she,
Nigel, my man!
she waggles her fingers, and like a bunch of like steaks appear at your feet on like some platters.
Cool. I grab
Are
them
they
and start
cooked
gnawing.
already or not?
Is that-
Are they cooked?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
My good lady.
Delicious.
Oh, they're cooked. I eat them.
Could you get us the deed to
You're
this?
gonna be upset.
Could you get us the deed to the warship, please? So we can go down to the harbor
It's not gonna
and
have
move
a
our
harbor.
I know, we're just like, oh,
I'm sure it's gotta be commissioned to be
No.
built.
Dude, the Waterdeep has fucking warship the Navy.
So she tells you that she's
Yeah.
going to need a few days to figure this out, to get the money together, to find the ship for sale, and to figure it all out. So give her a few days, say 3 days. So meet me back on the
24th.
The 24th, right, to get the warship.
Okay.
Do we have a? Do we, does the Sword Coast have like a seal of like a seal or something?
Just like our group.
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
We should have one
I
on
think
mission.
so. I think I did make one or something. Because I started like stamping stuff.
All right. Well, I'd say to Nigel, Nigel, write up Lair a letter and then seal it.
And have her
and
sign
then-
it.
Well, no, not that. Just give it to her and then to be able to pick up the turtle. Like,
Extra matters will be handled tonight.
Well, I'm saying give it to her now and then like it's okay for like somebody can't just show up and be like, hey, we're here to pick up that giant
an official
turtle.
document.
Yeah, just like a thing saying, we're handing the turtle over to
What
her.
we're gonna do is let our captain know that the war wizards are gonna come and collect it. And
Yeah, but anyone can say they're a war like I'm a war wizard, I'm here to collect. I'm just saying if we give them an official document, be like, hey,
I
someone
think
should show
that's
up with
a splendid idea. Lair, can we have one of your scribes write up documents? Alright, it shall be done.
Wait, document for what?
The sale.
that. Pick up the dragon.
Transferring ownership of the Dragon Turtle to you in exchange for the worship.
Oh, you wouldn't.
We just want it in writing.
No, I don't nothing about writing, just give her the
word,
turtle.
my love.
I do trust your word, but it's to ease the mind of the feeble.
This isn't for me, I'm just saying something to
Charm
pick
them.
up the turtle.
Be
Not
done with it.
We could just charm them and be done with it.
Try. Let's send them somewhere else. To the
Oh my
Feywild. So we can be alone
We have to
without
fight
them
with her.
meddling.
I grab two
Do we hear
sticks and scurry off.
I'm pretty sure
I
we're
just
having this
go grab
conversation
two.
just like plain
She
sight,
says,
right?
send them to the Feywild. I literally hear that. I grab 2 sticks and I run off.
I'm sure their mind.
She pulls out a wand. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Is that an act of aggression?
But we will meet tonight.
We don't want to start that fight.
She's starting it. Not
Yeah! No fireball!
Good luck to you.
Yeah, I'll just watch you die.
I will have my current character over there when you all make new ones.
Very well then.
Hey, while I was gone, you guys all killed my character. This
It's
is
true.
payback.
It is me too.
Fair enough.
She has one of her scribes draw up some contracts
Cool.
showing the transfer of the dragon turtle in exchange for a warship that she will procure for you. And she, again, 24th of Uktar, you can come and find that. So Uktar, by the way, is November, so it is starting to get quite frigid out. Snowfall usually happens in the next month or so. So things are, I mean, you're still gonna be able to sail,
Yeah.
but like traveling on land is gonna become more complicated.
Oh,
See, mine are like
No. It's a good thing we got a
D4
warship.
that's metal.
Alright, so we bargained for the Dragon Turtle. We didn't do anything with the Kraken. Or the Hydra.
Hydra. Okay, so you have a Hydra still.
didn't we? No, I thought we.
No.
We were cutting the head off of at least one.
We're cutting all the heads off because I'm going to put a head up in
one
my
of
room.
One of
We're
them was
putting-
going to be on the ship.
No,
remember?
5 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
The warship's going to have
Yes,
5
that's-
Hydra heads on the front
Hey,
of
but
it.
that would still be
I
bad,
want
but not
to try to go
be
down to
close to yours.
Skullport
Oh yeah.
and barter for the 6 casks of dragon blood now. We need money. And the Hydra. The carcass, not the heads.
well, he does that. Can I inquire down at the port what if like in order to get it? So I'm assuming the crew that we had on the other ship is not going to be this like a larger crew with actual people who can man ballistas and stuff are going to be needed for a warship.
Yes.
So can I inquire on like how much that's going to cost?
That's what we gave him the money for. We literally were like,
Yeah, but we're going to need a large. Like we went from a smaller ship to a much larger ship with
Sure.
We
ballistas and
traded
blah
the
blah
dragon
blah.
turtle for the warship. We don't have any actual money yet.
we
So
got like 10,000 gold for something.
Yeah, we have.
We
We
gave.
gave him 2,000. It was specifically to like hire a new crew and be our.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
true.
but he was on the crew, assuming a crew of this size ship.
Sure.
Right.
So we're going to a much larger ship, and we need military
Wow.
personnel to handle ballistas and stuff
Decent.
potentially.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I'm just-
We got $10,000 from something.
Yeah, I just want to know. Yeah, I want to inquire.
Well, no, that's fine. No, that's
I
fine
don't
because
think-
we're going to need a trained crew.
That's exactly what we asked him to hire. I mean, we can go ask about it too, but that's literally
Right,
what
but
we told him to do.
I guess we were expecting a much smaller crew.
Right. You hired him to find a crew for a sailing ship.
not a warship.
Right.
But we told him that he's gonna like.
They need to
'cause
be a better crew
yeah.
because we needed something.
But
But he didn't know we were getting a warship.
better
He thought we
boat.
were just getting a different sailing ship. And there's a huge difference between
Yeah,
a
that's what
warship
I'm
and just
Right.
a
I'm
sloop or whatever.
Still not convinced we're getting one of those, but we can.
We have it in writing with her seal on it.
Yeah, I know.
So
Again, I'm not saying
There's
we pull the
probably something
trigger.
over
I'm
there.
just saying let's
So
do our due
anyways,
diligence. That way, when it's ready, we
Well, we
can
just
eventually pull the trigger.
tell the captain to ask. Right?
Yeah, that's all.
That's what my plan is for the while we're waiting. I'm going to go to Skullport.
Okay, so you're heading to Skullport. What are you guys
I
doing?
want to go talk to the captain and say, hey, I think we're going to get a warship, and we want you to be the captain of our warship. Find a crew that can potentially man a warship, not just a schooner like you were going.
Okay, so he tells you that, I mean, he can get crew to sail it, but warships, you need like actual soldiers.
Yeah,
to
you need
man
gunners
them,
and
right?
stuff, yeah.
Like ballista experts, engineers,
That's
and that sort of
expensive.
thing, right? And
Not as expensive as what you think.
he tells you that, you know, his crew has already like gone ashore, and they're already telling everybody the types of things that you're running into, dragon turtles and hydras and stuff like that. So he's just giving you his honest assessment that it might be hard to get people willing to risk their lives in that sort of thing, right? Because you guys you're powerful adventurers, you go up against powerful things. So he's just telling you that it's going to be expensive to find people willing to risk their life. This isn't just sailing. This isn't just warring against pirates, right?
Yeah.
These are like freaking hydras and crap that you guys are going against,
Yep.
right? So this could be expensive. He's just giving you a fair heads up.
I
Right.
say, I'll remind him like,
Did you go with him? I thought you were in Skullport.
No, I went to Skullport.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Did we go as a party or you just went by yourself?
Yeah, I do not have any intent to go to Skullport unless I need to.
Was this
I'm kind of assuming the four of you are together with the captain,
Yeah.
and then you're heading to Skullport.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll remind
when
him.
he's
I'll remind the captain, like, you know, when you're out, you know, trying to find people, you know, make sure you tell them of glory and gold and girls. The model of the Sword Coast Guard, and they will be fighting for
No,
that.
you got the bags.
Right.
Girls first,
Girls.
gold, then glory.
So let me ask you this. Like this was like a noble on down in his luck or something.
Yeah.
So he didn't
Yeah.
really have that accent or anything. So let me ask you then, would the crew be splitting in the share? Oh, the Dragon Turtle. You owe me 1%.
The one per.
yeah, the 1% is the warship, which we're letting you command of.
So is it my warship?
No, is 1% of a.
1% of the ship can be yours.
No, pay him a wage.
Well, yeah. I mean,
We're gonna go, you just told that I went to Skullport to go sell, make arrangements to make money
Well,
off.
you're not here. I'll say we gave you 2,000 gold. That 2,000 gold was to buy a better ship. Now you don't have to buy a better ship.
Can't buy a better. 2,000 wasn't to buy a new ship. It was to fix this one up.
That was well,
The
sure.
entertainment.
Now you don't have to spend that 2,000 to do this. That is much more than the 1% you were offered. You get to pocket that 2,000 gold, and
Oh.
now we got the ship part for you.
I
No
want
improvements
to
needed.
pretend like I'm doing
Tell him he's
math.
getting
Just
that
like I'm doing
2,000
like fake
10%
arithmetic.
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh
right.
yeah, that actually sounds quite right. Try to if
It
I
is
can do a deception
Pretty
check.
close.
No, I mean it's
actually
Make-
10%.
It's actually pretty close
Make
to
a-
1%.
Make a
No,
persuasion
it's-
check.
It's 10%. The warship is 20,000 gold, and he's gonna keep 2,000 gold. That's 10%.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I only have plus
That's well
5.
more than 1%. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 10%. He's not getting 1%. He's getting freaking 10%. A warship is 20,000 gold.
So 2,000 is mine to keep.
That's your 1%.
Yeah.
You're,
And then you guys are providing the warship.
Yeah.
yes.
And the flying Utiug is mine. That's my ship.
Sure. I mean, we don't want it.
Right.
I don't know. Do you want to try and
Really
man two
wants
different
it.
ships?
it could be his like side project, cleaning it up, and we don't know.
Sure.
Or you could sell it for more gold.
Or it could be used for the Couriers Guild to send messages up and down the Sword Coast and another revenue stream.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like the ship is his. Like we
Yeah,
have we have no ownership.
Yeah, we have no clue to do it.
But he could work for the Couriers. We could
All
give
right,
him work
so
for the
let's
Couriers.
so let's agree. This sounds good to me. What about the wages for the crew and my ongoing wages for? It sounds like potentially I'll have at least one warship, possibly a courier ship that I'm going to be using on your behalf as you begin to establish this naval armada. Let us.
That's why I didn't know why we were
One and a half
to
ship.
begin with.
So let us discuss the wages, the ongoing wages
Well,
for the crew and
Well, that's
for,
why I think we should get a
and for the
regular shooter
admiral.
and then put, like,
well,
armor
I
and
tell
build
you,
up.
we'll
But
tell
you're
you
not an
this.
admiral, you're
Offer.
You're not even here.
Retro-
We'll offer. What is a
I think we
normal?
should do
What do you
versus
think's a
getting
fair
ballista-
wage?
Ballista mounted shit. I mean, I don't. That's what is it?
Fair wage?
Before you like,
He was paying his
about
crew a
that,
silver piece a day.
I'll try to say, let's not worry about these matters right now. These are things we can talk about later. Let us go celebrate our triumphant return with parties.
No, let's
So
figure
we need
this
to know how
out.
many crew.
This is important.
Can I persuade them not to?
How many crew?
I mean,
Alright, so I'm giving them
the
my
key
best
is we want him
speech
available
about,
whenever
like,
we need him.
how we need
Right,
to
so
like not
he
worry
can't
about
be
this.
doing
We've
missions
been
on
on the
time.
we've
Right,
been
on
like
his
on
own.
the sea
So
for
he
the
has
past
to
few
be
He
able
needs to be
days. It's like
basically just
let our
sitting
minds
down,
loose
wait
and
for
stop
us
like
that are
worrying
beck
about
and call.
things.
So how many crew does
I
it
mean,
take to man a ship?
that's what I'm asking him.
That's an
Like,
18.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about partying after we've decided what the wages are going to be.
okay, so what's a fair wage for a crew of a warship?
Well, how many crew? How many?
I mean, a standard warship. So you want to complement the oars. You'll want to complement the ballista. The engineers for the ballista, right? So if these are expert
Yeah, I'm
people
with you.
and sailors, right? So you're probably looking at. I mean, how many? So
Standard
probably,
crew on a small war galleon is 30 crew.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Probably 30 people. I got to see the ship, of course. So 30 skilled laborers, right? So generally speaking, and for the high risk.
Yeah, skilled labor is going to be more.
The high risk, so, I mean, let's just average it out to a gold piece a day for them. So 30 gold pieces a day over a month. So that's like $300 a month for the crew, right?
900 gold pieces.
30 times.
30.
He can be.
30 times 30 a month.
What you said
30
sounds
a month,
right.
He said 300. Don't.
900, so 900 gold pieces
My
monthly for
character's
the
not
crew.
good. That's correct.
But that's for the crew, right? It's still not counting for the admiral's wages.
You're not mad.
Well, we'll say, how about this? We can discuss your wages based on how good of a negotiation you can get with the crew for us. Alternatively, of giving you, I think this gold per day wage sounds fair, but we were really looking for people who were after gold, glory, and girls. So we would also be willing to split 10% of any wages
1%.
we get out to the crew for the admiral to disperse as he chooses.
Oh,
fit.
no, that's bad.
And we got over
That's what got us
10,000
in
on the
trouble in the
last
first
one.
place.
And I'll reassure him.
That's a
like,
captain.
That's what you got in trouble in the first place.
I don't really want our D&D game to be negotiating wages with sailors. We'll let the captain deal with that, and if it gets him in hot water.
And I'll remind him that, like, as
That gives
the
the DM a tool to
adventurers,
take our ship away.
we adventure first, and then we get our treasure. So our will be based off of that. We have to go on voyages, and then we will adequately.
That's fair. So let's say 1,000 gold pieces a month. I will negotiate wages with the crew, and based upon my negotiations, what is left is mine.
That's
And I will ask. You are a commander of great skill that we've seen. Is
Yeah.
it possible that you can do this with less work?
I mean, to be fair, it's a month.
do we need to
the amount
have
of
a
adventures we go on in a month,
full
we could
ship? Like
easily
if we have like 6
pay for it.
ballista, can we like only have like 3?
But then when we start buying
Man.
healing potions and whatnot,
Can we like? That's
Try
what I'm
to try this
asking. Can we
together, like
like?
seven
I'm going to
minutes.
cut corners on
Let's
the flagship of your armada.
Yeah, let's ask him. Okay, what type of ship does he think he would be best for our purposes?
What are your purposes?
Like if it's really just for transporting ourselves safely up and down the coast, we don't necessarily need an entire warship. We could just like deck out something smaller.
Or what about this as an alternative? When we're not using him, we let him use our expensive warship to make his own wages to pay for the time that he escorts us.
Well, my thought was that we pay him 2 different wages. We pay him his if we're just sitting on retainer, maybe we pay him not very much per day, right? and he can do his own little side projects as long as he's available to us when we need him, and then we pay him more when we're actually using him.
That's a better idea.
The thing is, right,
Yeah,
most
exactly.
side projects could take a month or two
Right.
to happen.
Right.
Well, I don't mean like sailing projects. He can.
But
do
that's
stuff.
what that's
That's what
side
he does.
That's
projects
his
Yeah.
occupation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
If you were to be able to do a side project, make his own money, he might not be there when you need him.
Yeah.
But
Right.
we're paying him not to leave.
he wouldn't be able to do the side projects.
Right.
That's the
Well,
problem.
I'm just like fixing his ship. That's not going to be like a 2-day thing.
But that's not a side project that's making him money fixing his
He's
ship.
making money just being there because we're paying him. I'm not saying it's a side project, a side job. It's like he just does stuff within Waterdeep, and we're paying him just to be here.
Right, so that's why I guess.
Right. What I'm saying is that his profession is a sailor, right? So
Right.
he would want to be using his assets as a sailor to be making money.
So he doesn't want to be the captain of our ship.
Yeah,
Because that's what we require of our captain. Is someone that's available as soon as we need them.
Right. If you're
So
paying
pay
him
him-
the proper
so
wages, he'll be
Pay
available.
him a
to
silver a day. Pay him and the crew a silver a day when they're not actively working for us, and that's for them to just sit in port and do absolutely nothing.
Right.
And then when we are ready to go, they get a gold per day.
Or I'm saying that, not a gold per day. We don't know like what type of stuff we'll come across.
Right, but that's the concept I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We're paying him to be
Okay.
here.
Paying him
available to us.
basically a silver a day so he can still live and do nothing.
So then why don't we just pay him a percentage of whatever we loot? Because then he,
That's
well,
what
whenever
I'm
we
trying
get
to say.
But if we don't loot nothing, then he doesn't get paid, and then the
Exactly.
upkeep on the ship
We'll
doesn't get done.
guarantee him something. Like
That's why we pay him a
That's what he
silver a
wants.
day.
The
That's
guarantee
your
is 1,000
stipend.
gold pieces a month. That's his guarantee.
I mean, 300 gold.
That's a
300 silver
guarantee
a month.
of a ship immediately ready for
what
us.
is it
whenever we
like
want.
when you play Monopoly?
And the other thing about 1,000 gold pieces a month is it allows us to put a number down so that we can
Yes.
go on and do something more interesting
Rather than
bargaining,
negotiate. Exactly.
and we don't have to worry about.
And if we don't like this number, I think then we need to not have a warship. I think that was
That's
a huge
I
thing in
don't
the
think
first
we should do
place.
that.
We have a huge manned warship.
I mean, we
Or,
got
wait a minute, how about this? Lanier's giving us a warship.
We can just sell it.
We know its value is 25,000 gold. We trade it down for a schooner and use the excess
No.
money to pay the wages for
No.
a year.
No,
Absolutely not.
no.
You just said we don't.
I'm telling her I'm saying we go talk to her and
And instead
Tell
of
her
getting a
we
warship,
need less.
we should get a 2-mast ship like we were planning on, but have it, refitted. Have some of the hull a little bit beefier,
Armor.
a little bit, yeah. So that I'm sure they can do that. I'm positive they can make something that's
You can
not a warship.
mount you can mount a ballista on a regular ship. It doesn't have to be a warship to have a
I'm
ballista.
gonna run to the gas station because I need food.
Okay.
you grab me a Pepsi.
Yes.
Alright, so you gotta go back to Lair and ask for a speedy sailing ship.
Yes, I'm not there, but yeah.
That's like souped up.
That's modified. Well, modified,
Okay.
souped up isn't quite there. We don't want it to go faster.
No.
We want it to be stronger, right? So more armored.
Reinforced.
Rather than something that doesn't crack like an egg, like it did when we were out there.
Got it.
You know.
Reinforced.
Alright,
hull.
go back to Lair,
Yeah.
okay? And she's fine with this. She will, instead of a warship, she'll get you a speedy, like, schooner sailing ship, right? That is reinforced and stuff like that. So she
Okay.
will definitely make that happen.
Okay.
And if she's still under the influence of the charm, have her throw in 1,000 gold so we can use it for hiring a crew.
We're gonna not do that. So
Always pushing boundaries.
we laugh, ha ha ha. Then we walk away.
Not there.
So yeah, so we go. We get the. That's fine.
Okay.
We get
You want
the,
something that needs less crew, essentially, because
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
going to go a month. Is all.
and less. The idea wasn't even the less crew. It was the less experienced. Like we needed engineers. That's why they cost a gold piece. It wasn't just sailors. So then.
Okay, so now with the newer negotiated rates, so you're basically looking at a silver piece a day
Yep.
for just common sailors.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna need so depending on the size of the schooner, let's just call it like 10 sailors, a silver piece a day.
Okay.
So you got 10 silver pieces a day
Yep.
for the sailors times 30 days.
3 gold.
What are we at?
3 gold a month.
No.
Yeah.
Wait,
300 silver a month.
It's 3 gold.
So that's 30 gold a month.
30 gold.
30 gold. Sorry.
30 gold.
30 gold a month.
Okay, so 30 gold
Yep.
a month for
Yep.
the crew,
Yep.
plus the captain.
10
Plus
gold.
the captain. Yeah. It's 10 gold.
We
That's
can
fair.
we can spend him a ton of money, or a ton, because it's still less than 1,000.
We can give him.
Like
Should we give him 30 gold a month himself?
Yeah, what do we give him a gold piece a day, the crew 1 silver
Silver
a day.
piece a day. Yeah, that's fair.
So
60 gold a month.
So say 250 a month to be held on retainer.
No. 250 just to where are you coming that number?
30 plus 30 is 60.
Yeah, so 60
You're
gold.
not there. I'm not negotiating with you.
Yeah. 60 gold. And most of the time, you won't be doing anything. You'll be sitting in port, drinking ale, drinking rum.
We give them more money, but then no percentage of treasure, right?
Well, the percentage isn't even
Yeah,
part of
well,
the same.
in this way, you don't get the gold, you don't get the glory, you definitely won't get the girls. Or you can do it. You can do it for just a percentage of what we get in. 1% of all we get can be yours, and you've seen what we
It's
get.
actually a better deal.
That is better.
Yeah, but then if he's just sitting in port, we're not using him. We don't have to pay
I still
anything.
think.
So hold on a second. My options are how much?
60 gold a day, half of which is yours.
60 gold a month!
60 a month, sorry.
60 a month. Half of that is mine.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a gold piece a day.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or 1% of all that we bring in, but you have
While
to...
he's with us, because you
Yeah.
don't want to just say everything.
No, when we're using the
Yeah.
ship services.
Yeah.
So, not to convey a lack of trust, but how would I know that I'm getting the proper 1% if we go that route?
Well,
Trust
before we picked you up, you had a ship that was falling apart and no work. You were afraid to sail north, and you wouldn't do any work. So,
Did
if
we
you want, we can go find a different captain. I thought we had bought some loyalty and
Did
some
we,
trust by
did
this
we
point.
legitimately give him exactly what we said we would give him out of that 20,000?
We gave him the
10,000
he's got 2,000 gold from
Is that
us.
what
Yeah.
we told
Yeah.
him to start with? Because we
Yeah.
didn't know how much we were getting.
We didn't, but we gave them 2,000.
Yeah.
Did we give him the percentage we said we would?
I mean,
It's
sort
more
of like
like
I think there was like a small rounding. Like
Okay.
I think
We,
we said
gave him
20%.
even 2,000 gold
it was an
and
even
called it good.
2,000.
Yeah.
And we
So,
saved him from mutiny as well.
so like,
Saving you from mutiny doesn't count for anything apparently anymore, huh?
I'm very grateful. It's just
So you don't think you can trust us?
Well, at this point, everyone knows we brought a giant dragon turtle in. We can go find a different captain. Lots
I think-
of different sailors have approached
I
us at
think
this
I
point.
think
I don't know.
I
I think it's fine.
I think the 1% is an amiable agreement. I believe. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, 1% or the gold.
the issue with 1% is if we don't use you for 2 months, you're not making any money.
Yeah, no money. No money. Probably better to just take the money.
So 60 gold. And I keep the crew on
Hand.
hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can.
And if you don't get any
kinda
work for 2 months, then you've made fucking
Come on, we're gonna
money
pay.
for sitting on your ass.
You're gonna-
Keeping the ship clean and ready to go.
Okay.
We-
So very good. Yes.
We
Yes.
paid.
Yes, I agree.
Down 8,000.
On which one?
Right.
No,
60 gold pieces.
Big, small, small,
That's how he negotiates.
small.
It's small. It's okay.
It's small.
It's okay.
These smaller.
I'll just say
It's
there's
small.
there's also a chance that some of the treasure or things that we come across as we go could end up in your hands. Things we don't necessarily need.
Yeah. That's not small. No, none of that. No. Punch us.
He's saying we're not
Far
carrying
right
it
out.
enough.
Just like they did to him.
Don't mind my friend here. So it's, let's just say there's a chance for bonuses.
Yeah.
Yes,
Bonuses.
I agree. 60 gold pieces a month. Okay. So 60 gold pieces.
Bonuses.
And, let's-
Thank you.
and then we hand him 60 gold. Here's your first month.
Okay. All right.
It's good. It's good. Bonuses.
Um,
Sometimes we help.
and then I would like to be involved in interviewing your crew
Yeah, you
Okay.
as you hire people.
lick all of them.
I will not be looking
Yeah,
at
you gotta
anyone.
taste them.
Got taste.
Let the halfling be there to lick the crew for you.
We help. I ate 3 roaches from their ship.
All right. So he's ignoring the halfling as much as possible. Doesn't know what to do with this.
Should.
And he is going to start looking. Oh, by the way, you got inspiration too for good
Yeah,
role playing
yeah.
last session. Like when you were doing the whole memory loss thing, that was really good. So you got into that. So he's gonna start looking for the crew, right? And then you can be involved in that. All right. So let's cut over to Waterdeep. I'm sorry, Skullport.
Skullport.
Oh, actually,
You going up?
man,
Since we're done here.
you know what I just realized? Maybe everybody was charmed by Nigel. Did everyone roll a disadvantage when he tried charming us?
I didn't get charmed, so I didn't roll.
Or are they supposed to?
We were supposed to.
Because we have. Do we still have the negative thing?
Oh,
Oh, I didn't.
yeah. Everybody re-roll.
I didn't have to.
It's already been an hour.
Well, it doesn't matter. I want to see who was
I
charmed.
didn't have disadvantage.
I dropped a 19, so it's all good.
I would have been charmed.
All right, so you were charmed. You saw him as your greatest hero ever for an hour while he was playing.
The greatest hero ever.
Too bad I
It's
wasn't.
back to the.
Too bad I wasn't playing Xavier. Nothing would have changed.
Probably would have tried to make out with him.
All right, so you
Trying to be a Lair tonight.
so you inquire about how to get to Skullport and stuff. Make an
You
investigation
should take
check.
Nigel for a guide. So at this point, do we know Nigel
18.
has been like sulking? Well, he mentioned Skullport. We know he has information about Skullport because he told us how much. He's like, oh yeah, you can definitely sell that dragon turtle.
So the
down
war
So-
bar, he knows he has information about everything.
But then I was like, not that I would have ever been there.
So you inquire about how to get to Skullport, and there is basically like about a couple miles south of Waterdeep. There are some cave systems that will admit you into there. So you can just go on to like rowboats or something and go into there. And you are admitted into Skullport. There's basically this kind of like canal type thing that you enter into. The water level lowers down, so you're able to go into Skullport proper itself. And Skullport itself is there's like a heavily fortified island at the very entrance to it, and then the rest of Skullport kind of goes through this cavern. And there are 3 levels to the city, and like it's a massive cavern, and these buildings are built up at all over the place. There are like walkways crossing at all different levels of Skullport, and you are there, and we're gonna put you in. So Skull Island is that heavily fortified island, and you kind of pull into a section of it called, it's the port is what it's called, that section of Skullport. And you're there, you see a whole bunch of different like types of, and there are like humans walking about, you see some drow, you do notice a beholder floating along at one point. There are some people kind of like with very pale skin, keeping their hoods low, walking about. There are lots of hobgoblins, and the hobgoblins are all wearing like uniforms with insignia on them. It looks like the hobgoblins are a sort of like police keeping force in Skullport. And at one point, as you're kind of standing there getting a lay for things, you do notice as well these large like metal like it looks like golems of some sort, just kind of walking along, and they have like spikes protruding from them, and their helmets are crafted into these massive skulls, and these things are like walking along. And at one point, you see, as you're kind of getting off from the water, kind of docking your little skiff or whatever, there is a large sign that reads, "This be safe haven to all traders and customers. Keep thine weapons and thine uncivil tongue sheathed, lest thee find the grinning skull of death smiling in thy face."
So how's that work with your oath? Aren't you oath to kill everything that's wicked?
Yeah.
You're in a city full of wicked.
I have an oath of vengeance. I chew against an enemy, so.
Did you choose an enemy, or is it just random?
No, I did. Dragons.
Alright, so you are currently in the port. You can see lots of warehouses. Looks like there's lots of businesses about. You can see sailors. Most of this is very low class businesses and residences and stuff. So what do you want to do?
Gonna look for what would appear to be like a merchant's area, trade area.
Okay.
And then just start discreetly inquiring over, where to buy and trade with magical components and, unique creatures.
Okay, make an investigation check.
19.
A 19. So one person, kind of this shady fellow, tells you that you might inquire with the Crypt Key Mages. They're over in Trade Lane.
Ask him for directions.
He gives you directions how to get there.
Okay. I'll flip him a gold piece for his.
Alright, he thanks you.
Who are you paying money to?
Then I'll head over that way.
Doesn't matter, piece.
What's that?
It doesn't matter. It's a gold piece.
All right, so you head over
Just
to
paying someone's
Trade Lane.
It's Skullport.
So you come to this building.
Somebody with the die.
So you guys went back to Lair. Renegotiate this shit.
There you
We
go.
did.
You come to this building, and there's a 2-story building, and you can see at various at the second story of it, there's this kind of walkway on the outside, and you can see about 8 or so cadavers, zombies kind of standing there. And as you approach it, all of the heads kind of swivel down to look at you. And then outside, on either side of the door, there are shelvings, and you can see claws, dismembered claws kind of standing there. They're kind of scuttling back and forth, to either side of the doorway as you kind of come up to the doorway. And hanging over top of it, it says Crypt Key Facilitations.
Does it look like a door that you can just walk into conduct business, or you would knock first?
It looks like you'd walk in.
Okay.
There are lots of windows out front and stuff. It looks like a normal business.
Go in.
Okay, so you walk in and you can immediately see this room kind of opens up, and you can see standing off to the side 3 ogre-sized undead creatures, rotting flesh, just kind of standing there, sullenly, not doing much. And then there are cadavers hanging all over the place. Some of them look to be animated undead. Some of them just look to be normal cadavers. You do see over in one corner, it looks like eye stalks hanging. They were ripped off from some sort of creature. And behind a counter is a man. He's kind of in robes. He's kind of standing there. His eyes are kind of glowing this greenish color from the cowls. And to either side of him are 2 massive, it looks like golems of some sort, stitched together out of body parts, standing to either side of him. And he says, "Welcome.
Good
How
day,
may I
sir.
help you this day?"
Well, I have some items that hopefully might interest you, or maybe you can point me in the right direction.
Trevor, how do you do?
I have a carcass of a hydra.
You have this with you?
I have it at my ship. I don't know, I'll explain. It's I
So
have
you left it at your boat that you came
Is that
to
true, your equipment?
Skullport with?
well, I imagine been too big to put on the little skiff.
So it's back in Waterdeep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll explain it to him. It's in safekeeping at my ship back in.
Hydra, you say?
Yes. I also have a quantity of dragon's blood.
Dragon's blood.
Mm-hmm.
What color was the dragon?
The dragon turtle.
Oh, dragon turtle. There is a difference.
I got lost with the word dragon. My apologies.
And you come here for...
Barter to sell it.
You'd like to sell these.
Or trade, but I like money.
So you want to sell them.
Although I'm always,
donate them if you.
I wouldn't be, again, if an item that caught my fancy was available, I might trade for it, but
Well, as you can see, we sell corpses.
I
We sell animated corpses.
have no use for any of those.
We
I was directed
can-
your way.
Procure a corpse of your choosing. Somebody that you would like to see a corpse. And
What about
at your beck and call,
Really?
it is a service we offer.
Huh.
By the way, so his eyes are glowing, but he's clearly wearing some sort of mask, hiding his features. A stylized mask with these high cheekbones, this big smile across it.
Out of curiosity, if I had a certain associate that I conducted business with on a day-to-day basis that I have been at odds with on occasion, what would the cost be to have that individual turned into a corpse permanently to such a manner where no deific means of returning said corpse's soul to the body would cost?
He tells you a hydra and dragon turtle blood.
God, Nigel, you're expensive.
However, you should know that would be breaking faith with your deity. by outright
It
hiring
is
someone
true.
to kill. And Torm would totally forsake you, and you would no longer be a paladin of Torm. You would know that.
Yeah.
That's crossing the line.
Yeah. Be a fallen paladin. Well, as entertaining of an idea that is, I don't think I could quite do that.
Yeah, you have to be legal. I feel like there should be ways to be
Yeah.
greater than don't.
That's not evil. Yeah.
How
I
much
had you money from pizza last
money
time.
would you offer, or?
Oh yeah, I paid you for pizza. You owe me pizza. You owe me pizza.
That's over there. I'll run over real quick.
I mean, if you're not interested in purchasing the blood or the body, if you could direct me in the better
Didn't
direction.
say I wasn't interested in purchasing it.
Hmm?
What do you think it's worth?
Yeah, it sucks because he's thinking
20,000 gold for the body.
I think you could break it off.
I would say at least 10,000.
No,
We just traded for a ship.
But it's like a.
Give you a rowboat for a Hydra corpse.
The,
We grow Hydra around here.
the original.
You have Tiamat's blood around here to grow them?
Devotion, whatever. Like one of those could like 10 it.
Procurable.
That would be.
That's interesting. I could perhaps spare
For
you
some reason, choose mercy.
5
Oh, right.
Hydra
No,
gold.
yeah. No mercy for the wicked. That's true. Maybe 2 mercy.
What about
That's a good point.
1,000 gold for the body?
And so because you did kill someone,
1,000
you're not
gold
evil.
body.
I've got expenses.
Are the heads intact?
Well, they haven't been removed yet. There are 5 heads on there.
You're a 5-header.
For
What
a
was
5 for a 5-headed Hydra corpse, I could part with 1,000 gold. That will make a zombie worth reckoning with.
Right.
That we'll have to fight. And what about the dragon turtle blood? What is that worth to you?
How much do you have?
6 55-gallon casks.
Of dragon turtle blood.
Aye.
What about the dragon turtle's corpse?
That's already been sold and traded for.
No zombie turtle for you.
And
Game of Thrones.
Although I might.
know offhand what I would do with blood, but I'm sure it would come in handy at some point. Let us say 50 gold pieces per cask.
I don't know if the rest of my party would part with it so cheaply. Mayhap I can trade it for a suit of magical armor somewhere.
Mayhap.
I'll look around. I mean, I'll ask him, maybe 1,000 gold for the corpse of the dragon turtle. I mean, the Hydra. That seems fair. That gives us 1,000 gold in our coffers, which we need, so.
And you have that top side, you said.
Aye.
I could send some of my associates with you to collect it and make the arrangement.
Okay, take the gold and look for a Deus or he likes to claim himself as our leader, Nigel. You can find him and
Nigel.
yes. He thinks he's a bard of renown.
And there goes our money.
If you find him, you will find the rest of our party.
Wait,
I would
Nigel
not
can take
give
that
the money
1,000
to
gold
him.
and turn it into 2,000
Are we
gold.
not making the transaction?
But if you want to give me the money, I would prefer it.
As I said, my associates will accompany you,
Okay.
and we'll make the transaction at the time the corpse is exchanged.
That works. I'm going to do a little bit more shopping here in the bazaar before I leave. I'll come back here to collect your associates when I'm ready to leave.
We will be ready when you return.
Thank you. I want to walk around and see if I can't find like an armor vendor or something so I can try to trade the dragon turtle blood for armor.
Okay? So you're walking around, and
If I see that beholder again, I want to talk to the beholder. Because beholders are fucking awesome.
Okay, so you're walking around.
Or the
and-
drow.
What are we doing here?
They might trade for it.
Am I the wrong alignment for this campaign?
Yeah.
What did you say?
So am I the wrong alignment for this campaign? Getting.
You hear a.
Does I have a reason why?
I know.
Showing
Exactly.
Is the
Really,
paladin
you should
alignment for this game?
From the alleyway.
I think we're the problem.
I look.
Talking about
You can
all
see
these-
there's some
Nice.
cowled figure with white hair kind of like coming out
I
of
saved
it.
those poor guys
I'm gonna talk to him.
in the stomachs to give them proper burial.
So he kind of he pulls back the cowl a little bit, and you can see the ebony skin of a drow, and he says, "My associates have heard word of your return
Aye.
with the corpse of the dragon turtle,
Aye.
which means that we won't be getting paid what Gimuss owed us."
It's unfortunate.
Sorry. Your luck has changed.
Gimuss owed us 5,000 gold for the job, which we will no longer be getting paid.
Guess you'd have to take that up with his spirit. Or soul, or whatever it is dragon turtles have when they pass on.
Should have got paid up front.
You have two choices. Pay us what we're owed, or deal with the consequences.
I have to say, have a nice day. I'll take your offer to my associates, but I don't think they're going to pay you. You entered a contract with someone who has tried to kill us, and we dealt with him. That does not make us responsible for your contract. And
That is a most fair assessment. My associates.
I do apologize for that, but you have to understand, had we been hired to come after you, and you killed the individual that had hired us, you would not pay us our fee.
This is the most reasonable argument. My associates and I will be in contact. Have a good day, with few remain of you. And he begins moving away.
Cool. I'm gonna look for like Duergar, or I'm looking for pseudo magical armor. So dark dwarves, they can make armor. They trade in magical items and rarities. Maybe they'll have use for the blood. And you know what? I didn't sign or sign anything with the dead guy. So if I find somebody that wants to buy the Hydra corpse for more money, well, goes the highest bidder.
Yeah, the necromancer totally won't be pissed off if you do
Yeah,
that.
man, you and Nigel sure like to make enemies
Right?
of everybody.
I don't want to make enemies.
You don't necessarily want to.
You just have to.
Yeah. I think him on the other hand, he wants to make enemies.
I don't
Yes.
want to. I just
Actively. yes.
not actively.
If you can find a way for the dragon to
I
come
think
over,
in
you
this
can kill us.
case, you're literally creating an enemy. You're literally, as you're gonna sell him a corpse that he's gonna raise that we're gonna have to fight again someday. You're
I'm good with
literally
that.
creating it.
I'm
So-
good with that.
So in trade
We
lane,
killed it once.
there are lots of merchants about, and you find an armor shop.
Okay.
And there is indeed a Duergar in there.
Yeah, I'm looking for like armor, magical armor. Something to ward off blows, keep me from being damaged in combat.
Oh.
I'm up there, and
Does your
looking for a price on it, preferably full plate. 'Cause that's what I wear.
You want full plate magical armor, do you?
Aye.
Holy cow, man.
Are you mocking this accent?
No.
No.
That's how I was talking to the undead dude.
Well, we get none of that around here, I can tell you that much. For a price, we can make inquiries into it.
What would this price be?
Those are D6s.
Try to find it for you.
So like,
I don't know. How badly do you want to find it and how quickly?
those are bullets. Like,
I seem to be in combat quite a bit, so the sooner the better.
That's a 5. Great, so yeah.
Something light.
I'd go talk to the Black Tanker.
So it's the gear on the outside.
Go over there.
Bullets on the
They'll be able to help you find information.
Oh,
There's not much selling of magical stuff around here, mate.
It's not for the next 2 hours.
What about having it crafted?
No, I was gonna go get some gum.
Crafting magical
I'll take
armor?
gum up there, but I need it. Kill me.
Are you daft?
Yep.
People don't just go around crafting magical armor. That's something that was done in ages past. The knowledge is mostly lost.
Okay. I'll go find this tankard and I'll throw him a gold coin for his time and effort.
Okay.
Can I roll my HP real quick?
Sure. You go to the Black Tankard.
Nice.
Holy
What?
cow, man.
You got D8?
So at the Black Tankard Tavern,
I get D6s.
hanging over the door is a huge fire-blackened mug, like huge fire-blackened mug, overflowing in bones.
Just past the century mark.
Inside there are a bunch of regulars sitting at the tables, and there is an overweight, toothless, bald man behind the bar, kind of wiping the bar down.
I'll go discreetly inquire with him what I'm looking for, and told him I was directed to look for somebody here.
You want magical armor? Get the hell out. You're not welcome here. Nobody knows you.
Maybe you know my associate, Nigel.
That's even worse.
Name dropping Nigel, like the enemy of Waterdeep.
Right?
Nigel!
You don't know I've ever been down here, though.
Yes, you told us you were in Skullport.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, we went over this. I don't think you ever did.
I swear he did.
No, he
He
didn't
didn't.
know anybody.
No, we were in Skullport. That's where the draw took us.
I was-
Took you
I
to the
was-
sewers, man.
Oh, that was in the sewers?
Yeah.
I thought that was in Skullport.
Okay, so we're gonna cut to the chase. You inquire about Skullport.
Yeah.
Nobody's selling magical armor.
Okay, well then. Just find somebody to sell off the blood to then.
Okay, you find some people that will buy the blood off from you for 100 gold pieces a barrel.
Okay. And then collect dude's minions and take them back up
Okay,
to the Hydra.
so you collect the dude's minions, go up to the Hydra, you make the exchange. What was it, 1,000 gold pieces?
1,500.
It was 1,000 gold pieces. So how many barrels did you have?
6.
6. Okay, so 1,600 gold pieces into the party loot.
1,000 what?
1,600 gold.
1,600 gold.
1,600.
The party loot.
Yep.
They make the exchange. The dude casts like a portal or magical portal to take the Hydra body back and whatnot.
Cool.
And then they go on back. All right.
I assume somebody else came up to collect the blood.
Yeah, somebody came back to blood. All right, so that is wrapped up. All right, so we're gonna say that a day has gone by with all of that stuff. So you guys are on the next day. It is the 22nd of Uktar,
And I met Linear that night.
8 a.m. Yes, you spent some time with Lair. Yes.
I'd like to go talk to Eladin and see if we
Before-
can't.
I was gonna say, before you guys start splitting up, I was just gonna tell the party that for the next 8 hours I'm gonna just be hanging out. Probably gonna go visit my griffin, my hippogriff. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in about 8 hours.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Eladin and see if he can't scry
The location.
the location of the dragon turtle's lair.
So you took off from the party?
I'm just staying in the inn that we're at.
Oh, okay.
I'm splitting up also.
All right, so where are you going?
I'm actually just staying in the inn, and I'm going to, for the next 8 hours, I'm going to cast Awaken. And I'm aiming it to cast it on my hippogriff.
What's that do?
He just told you, I'll screw you.
I don't know that.
I know, it's just funny. It just makes me laugh.
Yeah, he just told the draw screw you.
Right, we don't know that, but it's just funny that we're all deciding.
So
After spending
You're a
the
paladin.
casting time, which is 8 hours, tracing materials and pathways with a precious gemstone.
It does consume an agate worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Can I just like buy that since I'm in Waterdeep?
So yeah, 1,000 gold pieces for this dude to get it. An
Do you
agate?
have 1,000 or do we?
Yeah, I got 1,000.
Is it legitimate 1,000?
Yeah, this is a real 1,000.
Okay. It's not fake money? Okay. I gotta keep track of where you're spending all
Yeah,
the
right,
money.
right.
I mean, I'll tell you now, the only people I want to give the fake money to are the nobles.
Okay.
Loan shark nobles.
Okay. Alright, so you.
So,
I will come up to you guys
touch
one
a
at a
huge
time,
A huge or
'cause I don't
smaller
know
beast or
I'm
plant.
finished.
The target
What's
must
that?
have an intelligence score of 3 or less.
Okay.
I think my hippogriff has that. Yes, it has intelligence of 2.
Okay.
The target gains intelligence of 10. The target also gains the ability to speak one language I know, and I'm going to choose that to be Elvish.
Okay.
If the target is a plant, we're not going to look at that stuff because it's hippogriff. The DM chooses
Okay.
statistics appropriate for
Yeah.
the awakened plant. I figure.
That's hippogriff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so basically, it's going to give it an intelligence of 10. It's going to speak one language of your choosing. It's charmed for 30 days.
Yep.
After that, depending on how you treat it, it will remain friendly or not to you.
And I've also,
Yeah.
I've always treated.
You've
it
always been treating it friendly.
really good.
Yes, exactly. So,
Try to steal it back from the end.
all right. So you cast
Well,
that.
I'm now guaranteeing that it's going to be like me.
Yeah. So you cast that on you. So you find your hippogriff, right?
Yep.
And the stable hand, by the way, that's been taking care of it, right? He is very hesitant to even give you access to the hippogriff. He tells you that the hippogriff has been very sick of late.
Okay.
It's probably catching. He's not quite sure if you actually want to go in there and meet with the hippogriff or not.
I tell him like I need to see Pegasus.
Right. So Pegasus is not feeling well.
Okay. Is he dying? Well, I'm gonna go and cast my spell and then talk to him.
Dude, here you go.
So he's like whitewashing, dry washing his hands or whatever as he kind of leads you in, and Pegasus is in there, looking quite healthy.
I'll ask the stable hand. Can I have a piece of your finest meat to treat my pet with? I'll give him a gold
Yeah,
coin.
he takes the gold
A
piece
fake one, though.
and goes. Fake one. He comes back with like a bucket of slop.
So I'll go over and right. So I'll start feeding slop to
And 2
my
seconds after
hippogriff,
you use it,
and I'll
never
touch your
use
cast
gold.
spell.
Alright, so you spend $8 casting the spell on him. At the end of it, Pegasus awakens and nuzzles up to you and tells you in Elvish and says, "Don't ever leave me again."
And I say, it will never happen. Come with me now, my friend. And
He's like nuzzling up against you and stuff, and he says that you're the best master he's ever had before.
Nice.
That stable hand has been treating him horribly, and does not want to stay here.
No, so
at
stay
all.
permanent.
awesome. So I'll say, I'll never leave you again, my friend.
All right.
So during the next 8 hours, then, is that like during the daytime you're casting that or at
Yeah.
nighttime?
Well, I started.
You start at 8 a.m.
Okay.
So he's
So
casting.
since he's preoccupied, I don't know where he's at. After I get back, I'll make my rounds, telling these guys all individually because I don't know where he's at. Letting them know about the drow
Okay.
and Skullport.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? Are you guys waiting for something?
We're waiting. Going to the 20. We got to talk to Eladin.
Well, the
see if he can-
24th was when Lair finds your ship.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what we're waiting.
Other than that, we're just trying to find the
Yeah.
location of the lair so we can go get rich.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Eladin and see if he can't scry where this dragon turtle's lair would be.
Okay. If you can scry where. So when you find Eladin, the first thing he tells you is that he has located the magic items you were looking for.
Okay, yeah, where are those at?
So where's your map? The map I gave you with the orc locations.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I love how you like.
And by the way, the nightmares have continued on.
I continue taunting him and try to convert him to the worship of Torm.
So where it says Blight of Urtrus, magic items are there. He believes all of the magic items are there.
Is that
Is that in the dead swamp or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
He says it does lie within a swamp. He's gotten like an overhead look of it, and the entire area is just covered with bones and corpses. There is a temple that lies at the center of this area, and within that temple are the magic items.
You know, I keep having. I asked Eladin if he's having, by chance, these nightmares, like describing the nightmares I'm having. I
Try to
asked
look
him
it
if
up
he's
real quick.
having nightmares like this as well.
Did Eladin travel when you guys were fighting the undead orcs?
I mean, he traveled before there was undead to the
No,
previous.
he's not having nightmares.
Alright, so, but, you know, these undead people keep mentioning this temple and stuff, so.
Oh, I think I
Nigel
found it.
took my.
Okay.
How dare you?
I'm just, I just wanted to write down the name.
Oh, that's exactly what I was doing.
It's right before feeds.
Alright, I asked him if we have, I pull a vial of the dragon turtle blood, and I give it to him. I say, this is blood from a dragon turtle. We were trying to find out where its lair would have been. We killed it in the middle of the ocean. We have no clue. And I kind of give him the area that we fought it at. Like we know that it was terrorizing and stuff, and say we think it's probably somewhere within here. Here's the vial of blood. Do you think
He would know that because he fought that dragon turtle with my other character. So.
Yeah, so he says to give him the day, and he'll probably be, because he now has, like, Eladin has been spending time in that, like, old red hand hideout, the Velvet Fist hideout, that has, like, that scrying bowl and everything, and he is getting a really good hand at scrying things out as he's been practicing it, so definitely having that Dragon Turtle blood is going to be helpful. And so he says to give him the day, and you'll probably be able to find out where that is.
Alright, I'll come back to you tomorrow.
Level you were in
Alright.
class.
No, not for spell slots.
I mean,
For the spells you can learn. That's what
I don't have anything.
Is there anything else you guys want to do?
I
I'd like to
wanna-
start fast forwarding it if
Yeah, we can fast forward.
if we're not doing things like
I'm not doing anything
much
funky of any kind.
Yeah, I was gonna develop a relationship with Attilia.
Attilia?
We can do that next time.
Okay.
Oh, the captain.
All right. I mean, you can spend some time developing a relationship with her.
Yeah.
Just kind of getting to know her and stuff.
I would just want to get drunk with her and compare scars, battle scars.
Okay. You do that.
Cool.
She has some very nice ones.
Sweet.
All right, and so on the nex day,
The 23rd.
23rd of Uktar, let's call it 8 a.m. Eladin has found out where he believes her dragon turtle lair is, and kind of gives you the best description he can of where you would find it. Her lair is at the bottom of the ocean at a certain point. It's quite a ways down, but there's like this cave complex. And he got a pretty good glance at some gold and other stuff in there. So he's pretty sure that's probably that's definitely the dragon's turtle lair. So
Cool.
he's giving you like a pretty good description over that.
Mark it on the map roughly for us.
Sure. Yep,
Cool.
he marks it for you.
In the end, do we have individual rooms?
We have rooms
Yeah.
at the Couriers Guild.
Yeah, you got rooms there. What's her name? Nellaby has made
Nellaby.
available that one in of hers. So yeah, you guys have your own individual rooms.
Alright, so I'll tell like my hippogriff to perch like on the roof of whatever place I'm sleeping at.
Okay.
So he's right there by me. He doesn't have to
Was
go
that
back to the
proficiency
stable.
about that plan?
Okay.
Gonna go to the
Sleeping on roofs now.
It's safer than the stable.
He complains a little bit about having to sleep on rooftops.
Well, I'll ask if you could sleep in the bedroom.
Yeah, he'll sleep in the bedroom.
Yeah, whether or not let him in through the front door and everything.
Like I'll inquire with the inn. Is it okay if my hippogriff comes inside?
Did they tell you they have stables for a reason?
This isn't a stable animal.
That could be taken two different ways.
Yup.
I didn't even think about it.
The innkeeper kind of looks at you with wide eyes and says,
That's why
I don't judge.
I only have
Right.
one spell.
Sweet. So I like lead this hippogriff up to my room.
Why does it seem different to me?
Just close the door
Is
behind.
this a boy hippogriff or a girl hippogriff?
Yeah, it's
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Well, I just want to know if he's like, come on, girl, come on.
All right. I'm gonna go to the Temple of Torm and tell him I'm looking for like a suit of armor to better protect me in my battles in Torm's name, and if the temple or the church had a suit that I could
So you guys
use in
think
service to
go
the
get the gold and stuff
church
from
or
the Dragon
whatever,
Turtle first?
I'd be appreciated.
Test out our brand new ship. Make these sailors
I
earn
mean,
their wages.
yeah, I mean, you are a paladin of Torm in high regard with the church and like everybody. You know what I mean? So I mean, they could definitely give you like, what do you have, full plate armor you use?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, they could give you like some full plate armor that's like decorated with Torm's hand and stuff.
Right, but I'm looking for
Identify.
I straight up like the head priest there, and I'm gonna tell him I'm looking for magical armor to better protect me in combat.
And the head priest tells you that the DM doesn't allow magical items for sale in the game.
I'm not asking for sale. If they want,
He wants them for free.
He says that there is an omniscient person that allows them to be found as loot drops in quests, but they're not available for purchase, sale, donation, begging, etc.
and no matter how many people you talk to in the game, that is not going to change.
That just seems
It's like
unfair.
every other session. How do I buy this magic item? You don't.
You don't.
And that just seems unfair because the DM seems to want to steal our magic items all the time.
Right.
No shit. We should be able to buy it.
Well,
stop dying.
Elvish?
Oh,
Yeah.
I speak English.
Every speech
We all
We all do.
Oh, sweet. Well, I'll say to the party. From now on, my hippogriff will be joining me everywhere I go. Pegasus, introduce yourself. And he says hi in Elvish.
I don't like any of that.
Yeah. What
Sounds like
you
a
do
really-
behind closed doors is your on you, buddy.
I lean in close to Nigel and I like kind of whisper in his ear. I go, "Does this include your like excursions with Lair? Did you take the hippogriff with you there?"
Oh, this is just my life partner.
Oh, nice partner. Yeah.
Until he dies. in
All right,
like
so
8
it
minutes.
is now the 24th of Uktar.
Okay, let's go collect our ship.
Yes.
What do you do to the eggs?
Did
I
they
don't
have
understand.
Scramble. Scramble.
What do you,
Scramble.
if you
Scramble.
I mean, get the eggs.
How does he fertilize them?
Yeah.
He don't. He just shakes and eats. Shakes, crack, eat, cook.
I think they're shut down, which means they want to close. But I
On
think they're only
Facebook it
open.
says like midnight.
I think on Sundays they close around 8.
Oh, it's Sunday. I was looking at Saturday.
So you have a souped up schooner now. Okay, very very nice looking. The captain is very very happy with it. He does think you guys need to name it at some point. You know, you should name your ship at some point.
We should.
The Kraken.
The GGG.
Give it over. Email.
So the captain still has his own boat, and we bought a new one.
Well, we got a new one.
Yes.
You got to
That's what I
do
meant.
But he does have his own boat. Yes.
That you can fix up.
We could name it the Hydra.
No,
We got rid of our Hydra.
No, I have one Hydra head.
What was the dragon turtle's name?
Gimuss.
So
Ooh.
Gimuss's Bane or something
Yeah, I
like
like
that?
that.
Bane of Gimuss.
I like that. Boom. Has been decided. So I think
I think Gimuss Bane.
Bane of Gimuss.
I don't like Bane of Gimuss.
I think I like Gimuss's Bane.
Yeah, I do too.
What are your guys' plans then? You're,
I think
you're
Dragon
about to
Turtle
go get the Dragon Turtle stuff?
Yeah.
And from there,
Probably, and then probably from there go straight. Well, where is on
We
the
have
map?
to deal with
where is
the temple, right?
So where is the Dragon Turtle loot?
Dragon Turtle loot is somewhere up around here, so.
And where is Waterdeep?
Waterdeep's down here, just off
Down
map.
here. So.
And where's the temple's in
So
there?
on this
right?
one, when we were looking
So
at
that's
it, this is where the dragon turtle was roughly.
Yeah, and then the temple's somewhere around here.
So I mean,
that's our next two
it
stops.
might. I mean, I guess we can go here, get the gold, and then we can get off there and
Gauntlet
go
Hall's
in.
here, so they could like come.
Oh yeah, we can
dock
go
over
back
here
to Gauntlet
somewhere.
Hall. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay, yeah.
And then go to the Blight of Urtrus.
So, loot, Gaunt Hall, and then Blight.
Dragon Turtle. So yeah, I never use.
Would you be my resale?
I only use Geas once.